their ass. I started cleaning up. I got there and then I stopped because I'm overwhelmed. So that's what happened. So I'm here talking to myself, talking to you, talking to me, talking to we. Thank you. Who want to buy a TV for their GM truck? I was gonna put a TV in here, but then I had some other technical difficulties that I really didn't appreciate. So that's what happened with that. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? My sign language is terrible. Can y'all hear me? Because I did have a Bluetooth on. Let me cut this Bluetooth off. This phone be acting funny.
Power off.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me now? You should be able to. Now the fucking shit is off. You should be able to hear me. What's up, everybody? What y'all doing? The birds is out today. That's a beautiful sound. You hear that? You hear them birds? Them birds is cutting up. I don't know. I like the sound of the birds. Can y'all hear me? Is the shit clear? Looks like it's weather there, bro. It is. It is. Yeah, the birds is nice too. How you doing today, Aaron? Oh, subscribe because, you know, I'm kicking it on the lives and, you know, come in here, kick it with me. But I'm telling everybody subscribe. I'm trying to go YouTube famous. I'm good, thank God. How are you? At least smoke it now. You know I'm smoking. Wake and bake. That's what I'm doing. Beam de amigo. I don't speak Spanish, but judging by the rhythm of that sentence, man, what's up? What's up, my friend? I know what amigo mean. What up, dog? I like cool. Like shit, like and subscribe. I don't care if you share. You don't have to share because they don't even want to post this shit. But just subscribe. Subscribe. Brother, cut your hair. Let it go. Oh, nope. You like that hair, don't you? You like my bald spot. You wish you could rub my bald spot. You wish your boyfriend had a bald spot like me. Women see his bald spot, like, I just want to rub it. I know. Yeah, I got claws still. I ain't cutting shit. Why did I block you? Hold on. Why did you block me on Jerkmate? Bitch ass nigga, I'm not on Jerkmate. Why the fuck would I go to Jerkmate? That don't make no sense. If you want to watch women masturbate, you don't have to pay them. You just go to I said WebMD. Go to PornMD, right? And then you type in women orgasm, and you gonna see them. And then you can pick whichever one you want. You can have them with dildos. You can have them with vibrators. You can have them with a rose. You can have them with a. That's how I found out what a rose was. I was like, I went right to PornMD, and I said women playing with a rose, and that's what I found. That's why it's called PornMD. It's for you to learn as much as you want about porn or sex, whatever. Jesus don't love me. I would like him to though, but I don't think he do. Subscribe, so we can change my outlook on Jesus. On Jesus. You want some oatmeal? Nah. What's up, my boy? See you cracking from Russia? I can't read that. Hi. Bro, what? Lamar the guy. What's happening, bro? I'm so looking forward to September Comic-Con in Harlech, North Carolina. We have Comic-Con here in Wisconsin, man, and I don't never make it because I always be fucked up. I want to go to Comic-Con one year. I have my Spider-Man suit ready and everything. I'm finna go to Comic-Con, goddammit. I should just go as Akuma. I just need a karate gi and to reset my ponytail. I could go as Heihachi. Then I ain't even got to wear a shirt. I could just wear like some hospital scrubs and some sandals. Be naked for the day. So yeah, I just went to Comic-Con in Perth, Australia. Oh, that's what's happening. I want to go to Comic-Con, bro. Straight up. But I like odd characters don't nobody like. You know what I mean? So I got to stick to ones that people know. I feel. I mean, you can't donate me $100 because I don't have no Patreon. How about that? And I just spent my whole last 2 lives not smoking, my guy. So get off my back. Damn. Wait, let me see your nails. They're long and they're dirty, but they're natural. So I'm wearing these as a protest because bitches in Milwaukee are being really mean to me right now. They won't let me have a shower unless I run the meat, but I try to pay them for the shower, and so I don't have to run the meat. So it's either one or the other. Any plans on washing your teeth? No. No plans on washing my teeth. See, brushing your teeth is for a motherfucker that actually want to get old. I don't want to get old. I want to die of a heart attack. I'm only 37. I want to die of a heart attack by the time I'm 47. I don't want to get old, man. Life is too motherfucking hard. You can't get the benefits you work for. Then think about it. The younger generation already hates your motherfucking ass. I'm a millennial. They were trained to hate me. So I know that they ain't going to be wiping my ass and nuts in the nursing home. Fuck them. Oh, boy. You go to Jackers, act like they ain't never seen a 37-year-old male before. I'm a 37-year-old straight male. I'm not your gay-ass uncle wearing a toupee to cover up that his hairline is going back, okay? And if your uncle's hairline is not going back, he probably don't have a beard. And if he has a beard and his hairline still didn't go back, I'm going to tell you why. It's because he's feminine. Motherfucker. It ain't my fault I hate new black guys. New black guys get on my motherfucking nerves because all you bitch ass niggas, y'all packed with motherfucking estrogen. You got all this fucking estrogen in your blood and always talking like you pretty or something. Bitch, you supposed to be pretty. You have estrogen in your blood, motherfucker. You don't have enough testosterone, pussy. This how y'all getting beat up by white boys. Fuck out of here, man. Only white boys y'all can beat up now is the island boys. The rest of these white boys are mop the floor with y'all ass. The average white boy who got a job, he's a certified forklift operator, he'll beat you the fuck up. The average white boy that's a mechanic, he'll beat you the fuck up. The average white guy running around with a pink mohawk, a green mohawk, he do MMA, he'll definitely beat you up. And I'm telling you niggas just like it is. How about you niggas start working out again? And then you know what you niggas can do? You can fuck around and get a six-pack and get some motherfucking pectoral muscles. You know what I mean? When you take off your shirt, you shouldn't look like Snoop Dogg or motherfucking Trey Songz, motherfucker. That's not cool. See this? See this? I got a whole sick. See this? See, I got some muscle on me. I'm not saying that I'm built like motherfucking a superhero. Well, actually, I am built like a superhero. A lot of them are skinny. But anyway, I'm not built like I'm in a WWE, okay? I'm no Brock Lesnar, buddy. Don't get me wrong. I gotta fuck with my neighbors, hold on, because I got ADD. I'm like a dog. I be on the hunt. I'm like, squirrel, squirrel. Oh, never mind, she moving. Anyway. Yeah, like I said, buddy, I'm built like a toothpick. You one of them guys. You one of them guys that think you big and you got round ass arms. Do your arms have these creases in them? Do your arms have these fucking creases in them? Do your biceps sit how my biceps sit? Or is your bicep round? Because if it is, you're fat, motherfucker. You're not buff. Don't mistake size for muscle, bitch ass nigga. Learn what the fuck you talking about. I'm tired of you fat motherfuckers trying to compare yourself to me too, old titty having ass nigga. Sit your titty having ass down with them little ass motherfucking kneecaps. I'm tired of you niggas. built like Mr. Incredible. Stop building yourself like Mr. Incredible, you lazy fuck. Go to leg day. Damn. The fuck is so hard about going to leg day? And my legs match, my upper half matches my lower half. I can say that. Hold on. Let me show that, since y'all don't know what tree is. Yeah, I mean, that's why Arnold Schwarzenegger was considered the prettiest man in the world when he was a bodybuilder, because he had the most symmetry. So hold on, let me show you how this goes, buddy. So I got all these fat boys in here talking. Got all these fat boys in here talking. Yeah, these legs and arms the same size, motherfucker. The fuck you mean, toothpick, nigga? This is what a tank look like, my nigga. Go look at Floyd Mayweather. I bet he got the same stomach. Go look at him, nigga. Every boxer got this same stomach until they're about 250 pounds. Real shit, my guy. Now, this how I look, buddy. And all them joke cracking shit, nigga. I can go cut all this hair off and go bald like a motherfucking R&B star, like DMX or some motherfucking body. I can also go get a gold grill and cover up these fucked up ass, so-called fucked up ass teeth that y'all talk about. Like all the other rappers, the fuck a gold grill ain't shit but 600. Let me show you something. This my car, that's my car, and that's my car. Titles and keys, Jack. So if I could scrape up the money for 3 vehicles, I could definitely scrape up $600-700 for a gold grill. I just don't give no fuck. You feel me? I'm who your favorite rapper pretend to be. And my confidence is on a whole nother level. That's why I could go live on the internet in front of billions of people with this shit. And a little bit of this shit. And the back of it falling out too. With the sides of it that won't even fit. The sides of it fit in the ponytail until, you know, the heat get to it. I'm black, I have shrinkage in the heat. Anyway, as far as my hair, I shouldn't be able to grow this much hair. I didn't think I could. I just looked up and it was this motherfucking long, I promise you. I feel like this shit grew damn near over the night. God cut my hair. So God is the clown you're talking about. And I agree, God is the clown. He be doing some clown ass shit. Like creating your clown ass. Who can't see his work, clown ass nigga. Fuck you talking about. I'm gonna put up a Patreon, right? Nah, buddy. I'm not an alpha male. No way. No way. Don't mistake me for an alpha male. Don't mistake me for a sigma neither. I'm not going to be quiet. I'm not an alpha male. I don't fall in no rank. Every alpha male is in some type of rank, buddy. Every alpha male, you know, a gang member or part of a religion. He's in the gang, buddy. And he's never the leader. You know how the world works. Even the alpha males we think are in the government, somebody's controlling the government. Which is IMF, and then IMF, and then somebody's controlling IMF. That's the World Bank. Somebody's controlling the World Bank. You see that? But we'll be presented like the IMF is an alpha male. They're not. And then you think you know what I mean? The alpha male is the motherfucking elites in this situation. But I'm telling you why I'm not an alpha male. Well, the Jews, okay, yeah, I'm gonna give that example. The Jews do the IMF. It stands for Israeli Monetary Fund, right? We can't talk too much about this. We're gonna fuck around and get banned. But they control everything in America. Everything in America. Don't make no mistake about it. This is why we keep sending them money like that. We owe them money. Okay? So, Israeli Military Fund controls everything, right? You know who has more money than them? The Swiss. I'm just telling you. That's where we ain't got the loan from, the Swiss. So they owe the Swiss. And the Swiss owe the elites of the world. So the elites of the world are the ones who run everything. It's still some elites and they ain't fucking Jews. I promise you that. The Jews is like 3-4 steps down the ladder, buddy. You got no fucking idea how deep this rabbit hole goes. The Jews are on the level of, I don't know. You know how BlackRock owns everything? And then BlackRock owns companies that own companies that own companies. Like BlackRock will own GM, which owns Cadillac, which owns motherfucking Chevy, which owns motherfucking Corvette, which owns, you know what I mean? That's how they do shit. And they'll also be the owners of Daimler, which makes Chrysler Benz and all that other shit. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm not an alpha male. That don't work for me. Because you know what alpha male is? You just the leader of a weak-ass basketball team. You not really a leader. You just tougher than the rest of them bitches around you. That's the issue. You're just a tough guy in the room at the time until the apex male like me shows up. Or a sigma male shows up and hurts your motherfucking feelings without barely doing no talking. Because you gonna say something slick to that sigma male and he gonna tell you, man, shut your bitch ass up. And then when you try that sigma male, he gonna beat your loud alpha male ass. I promise you. Then I'm like, damn, I ain't respect him to get beat up like that. That quiet nigga wasn't nobody to play with. I'm the nigga that'll beat up the quiet nigga and the alpha male. I'm the apex male. And the reason I'm the apex male because I don't fall in no motherfucking rank, my nigga. I fall in situational rank. That nobody can help because, you know, you're born with what you're born with. But far as volunteering to fall in line for somebody's rank, nope. I'm not part of a gang. I went to prison as a neutron. I came out of prison as a neutron. I tried being a Christian. I found out that I feel like their book is bullshit. I tried being a Muslim. I found out and I feel like their book is bullshit. And I can tell you what's exactly bullshit about both the books if you like. I read a tiny bit of the Kabbalah. And it just sounds too dumb for me. I mean, I play video games and read comic books. I know what the fucking metaphor is. That's a motherfucking comic book about a super monk. So yeah, and Shiva, I read about Shiva too. And Shiva got a brother. Listen, I worship a God that don't need his brothers and sisters. I worship a God that didn't have to send his son to do no motherfucking work for him. I worship a God that do everything his motherfucking self and he planned everything out. Even my miserable ass life, your miserable ass life, this bald spot right here. My God planned everything out and he don't give no fuck. He's sitting back watching. He created liars, rapists, murderers, and thieves. I've accepted that about my God. Maybe you should. Because if your God wasn't a liar, rapist, a murderer, or thief, nigga, them people wouldn't exist. So feel how you want to feel. Oh, B Rabbit. Wow, me and you have the same name. My name's Rabbit. That's cool. What's up to my Russian guy? Who killed Biggie? I don't fucking know. They claim it was Diddy. It's crazy, bro. Put the drugs down, Rabbit. I can't. A bad habit, Rabbit, I can't. I did put them down, though. I ain't gonna be smoking all day, man. Smoke me about 2 more blunts and I'm sit the fuck down somewhere with this shit. You know what I mean? I can't wait till Jesus get back. I'm gonna kick it with him. I'm the only person on earth that act like Jesus. The rest of y'all faking. I know I'm gonna be accepted if Jesus is real. If Jesus is real, I'm going right to the club, buddy. I just got banned from the church. I'm going right to the club. You know why? I got banned from the church for the same reason Jesus got banned from the church, for telling them bitch ass niggas you're not supposed to be doing that in here and watch your motherfucking mouth. And then he stepped like he was gonna put his hands on me, so I did the same thing Jesus was doing at 12. I punched the nigga in the church. Don't play with me, nigga. Step outside, I'll punch you some more, bitch. Now, this church ain't for y'all to be gossiping and talking shit about people. This ain't the place where gangs meet up, nigga. Come here and do your motherfucking charity so you can get your motherfucking blessings. Nigga, and stop fucking up my motherfucking morning with that bullshit. Now, fuck what y'all talking about. All you gotta do is read Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John. This is why they hung Jesus. They even took him to the Romans, and the Romans said it was either Caesar or Alexander the Great, and they was hanging and prosecuting fucking motherfuckers up at that time for no motherfucking reason, and they was ass raping people. Nigga, he looked at Jesus' file and said Jesus didn't do a motherfucking thing. What do y'all want me to do? What is he guilty of? And they was like, he's disrespectful in the church. He was like, you gonna put him to death for being disrespectful in the church? How was he disrespectful in the church? They was like, he be talking shit about us fucking bitches and telling us what to do with the money. We the church. He was like, nigga, hold on, wait a minute. You think I, Caesar or Alexander the Great, is too dumb to read your stupid ass Christian book? Motherfucker, I read it. You're not supposed to be doing that. He following all the Christian laws. If y'all not gonna follow Christian laws and y'all not pagans, y'all basically defectors. According to Roman rule, you don't have a religion. And the Roman did not play with anybody who did not have the slightest religion. They would execute you real quick. So the Jews stopped arguing with him. That's why they stopped arguing with him. And then you know what they did? They made him carry that motherfucking cross after he was released. They jumped his ass again. You know they jumped him and they were scared to fight with him because they got to throwing rocks. Nigga, read the story. They threw rocks at that motherfucker. They hit him with vine whips and made him carry that motherfucking cross. And he ain't do shit but follow every rule his Father in heaven made. Nigga. And that's the truth about it. And the reason why they said that he was God in the Bible, they were mocking him. They said, you think you are God. You think you make the rules. You do not make the rules. You are not God. I will teach you a lesson. The same thing the Jews say about every black man on the fucking earth. And that's the truth, nigga. That's what happened to fucking Kanye. The Jews was like, we're going to teach you a lesson. They always way to teach a rich nigga a lesson, even a poor nigga. That's where you bitch ass, racist ass niggas deep down. That's why I don't fuck with African Americans, because you racist against your own kind. Deep down, inside. And you get that shit from white people. Kanye racist against his own motherfucking kind. Listen, all you gotta do is come to the ghetto. If you white, just come to the ghetto and sit on a busy street. Watch what happens when black people try to cross the street in their own neighborhood. Watch how many people speed up. Now go downtown where white people are shopping. Watch those same cars you watched in the ghetto stop 40 feet before they hit a white woman that's drunk and then fell into traffic. They can't even hit a white motherfucker by accident. The whole time you in the hood trying to cross the street, oh, nigga better move, because your life don't hold no value if you a nigga. You know why it don't hold no value? Because them bitch ass Jews said it don't, and that's the truth about it. And they got any Jew trying to motherfucking be like, no, you're being racist. You're being anti-Semitic. So explain to me what the fuck is the secret life between Jews and blacks. Please subscribe while the count is high. Before they start making that motherfucking wheel turn. Because they getting ready to start. I want you to tell me what's the secret life between blacks and Jews about then if the Jews aren't racist against black people. Let me tell you the part that stood out against me the most. I'm prove to you I read it. They said in order for the white man, aka the Jew, to keep, they called themselves white in the book. So that confirmed the Jews are white. Anyway, they confirmed it out their own mouth. Okay, in order for the white man, this is a great scholar too. In order for a white man a great Jewish scholar in the Jewish community, so in order for the white man to keep his power in this country, he must tie the black man to a horse. What do horses do? Labor and entertainment. What do these rich niggas do in this country? Labor and entertainment. So they fucking them all in the ass while they doing labor and entertainment. Because also in that book is where they said, we're going to pull the black man's pants down and eventually have him step out of the pants into a dress. Because they have been trying to get a black man to wear a dress for years. And ain't a black civilization ever wore no motherfucking dress. So the motherfuckers you see in Egypt wearing a dress, that's a motherfucking lie. And when you see the Egyptian carvings in a dress, those are women. Yeah, we had women that were motherfucking higher. Our empresses, empress run more shit than a motherfucking king. Or so a white king or any king or anywhere, nigga. It wasn't no black kings. They was emperors and empresses. That's why you don't read about black kings and queens. I hate to say it like that and sound like, oh, pro-black. I'm just telling the truth. That's all. I ain't being racist toward nobody. That's what the fuck happened. And nobody ever asked why it's still a king or a queen in English, and it was never an emperor in England. Why was it never an emperor in England? Because England paid ties to other people. So you can say what you want, but England was breaking niggas' necks just to stay free. Anybody England enslaved, it was just for their own freedom. They were slaves they motherfucking self. And that's the truth about it. So now what? You know I'm rolling up this OG. This ain't listen, these ain't metaphors. This is actually me speaking. So yeah, it is what it is. And I'm just telling y'all. And I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about me. You know why? I don't care if the Jews be like, oh, you can't say, I don't give a fuck what y'all feel. You not living this motherfucking oppression. You come live my oppression and tell me to feel somewhere different. You know what I mean? I'm tired of white people running around this motherfucker like they so smart and don't even know they the ones that evolved from monkeys. Call me a reptilian. That's what I evolved from, motherfucker. Call me a reptilian. You half canine, half fucking monkey, which makes you a werewolf, technically. Fucking werewolf. Werewolf. Every white person to comment monkey, I'm gonna just call you a werewolf. You like that anyway. You want to be a dog. You smell like a dog. You live with like 9 of them. You get mad when other races tell you smell like a dog. You know Asians smell like dogs too, but you don't never know that Asians smell like dogs. You know why? Because Asians wash their motherfucking hair. White people need to start washing their hair, their body too. I don't know why y'all hate getting in the shower so much. What the fuck? Damn, white people. And then white bitches, it's really disappointing when you find out how much a white bitch don't shower when you in Wisconsin, because this motherfucker full of white bitches. And they be making white bitches look good around this motherfucker. When you find out that they don't shower, you be like, damn. Listen, I'm homeless. I shower more than a white woman. I shower more than your mama for making that comment, white boy. How about that? You little fucking wolf monkey. Fucking Yeti. You a Yeti from the mountains. That what the fuck you is. And listen, Cat Williams ain't smart as the fuck y'all think. I love Cat Williams, and he be cracking the code, but sometimes he get beside himself. He gonna say, if humans evolved from monkeys, why are they still monkeys? First of all, nigga, they got different species of monkeys. Have you paid attention to that, Cat Williams? And it is a monkey missing. Your black ass don't know which monkey is missing because you don't like the cold weather. It used to be a monkey right there on Mount Caucasoid. Yeah, this monkey, he roams the mountains and the forests. Yeah, this monkey, and this monkey, right, lived in a cave also in Europe. And then somehow somebody fucked that monkey and brought him closer to the human genetics. And somebody fucked that monkey and brought her closer to human genetics. So now they have the rhesus monkey gene running around this motherfucker. And they just get the urge to start climbing shit. White people live just like monkeys. They get the urge to start climbing shit, or they do some dangerous shit. That's the monkey in them. They just be sitting around having a normal life. They whole race holding all the money. They got all the privilege. The worst part of their day is somebody saying something slick. They got 3 nice cars financed in the driveway, a jet ski, a boat. Fuck out of here. And just get bored and decide to go skydiving. Get the fuck out of here. Listen, you can't even afford to go skydiving. That shit ain't cheap. Fuck out of here. You got to go with a group. White people just be, ah! Because they be just sitting around. I know where they're like, they can't help it. That's how angry white people sound. That's how y'all sound talking to the message. Immigrants. Who y'all calling immigrants? Who the fuck you calling immigrant, white people? That's a word you shouldn't be using. You shouldn't be using illegal either. Y'all illegal. Y'all still not legal. White people ain't got no paperwork to be in this country. I ain't gonna say nothing, no. You know, y'all ain't got no paperwork. I'll tell you that. I can't prove that y'all don't have no paperwork, though, because even though I am a Moor, I don't get to go meet up with the Moors, so I don't even know where the fucking Moors are at. If I knew where the Moors are at, I'd be reading in their library. I better not find the Moors. That better be the one group I better not find. I better find the Nation of Islam if I find them niggas. I tell you that. Because I'm finna read everything. And I tried Nation of Islam. It don't work for me. I got too many bad habits, brother. I gave up the Pope. Gave it up to get a white man back as Pope. And fuck with the white man Pope. But them white women now, I fucked up. I was in Wisconsin. They was like, no white women. I was like, what? Nigga, I lost my virginity to a white woman. I would be a virgin if it wasn't for a white woman. Nigga, the same Quran that we read and said Eve was the whitest of the white. Why can't I fuck white women? Huh? Shit, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. Nigga, I'm sticking the cloud to the pink portal, if you know what I mean. You got me fucked up. Fuck you mean, turn down some coochie. And then they was mad, like that counts for Asian women too, brother. I thought we was Asiatic black people. Can't fuck the Asian bitches either? Damn, can't do nothing. Shit. We only fuck with black women, brother. But I can fuck with a black woman that's an Indian. Don't nobody want them little musty ass bitches. They're mustiest, dumbest bitches in Asian. Don't nobody want them bitches. The fuck? I want the Russian bitches and the Asian bitches. Fuck them Indian bitches. Say what the fuck you want to. I do not want them. They complain too much. All they do is whine about everything. Everything a problem for them. Oh my God. Bitch, shut up. You come from a country where everything is covered in dirt. Y'all don't even have floors in y'all country. The floor is dirt. Y'all just build a building without a floor and just live in it. And it be just dirt. Y'all don't know shit about mopping the floor in India. Stop complaining about everything in America, bitch. It's not that hard. They be trying so hard to be like white women. And I don't fuck with no complaining ass white bitch. You gotta watch them bitches. The only reason they get to complain like that because some chomo got to molesting him and he can't get rid of them because she has the evidence. In that case, you smart white girl. Complain all you want. Every day I'm like, oh my God, my head hurts. I need to send this to the DA. Oh my God, my head hurts. The DA needs to see this. Can I have a pink Mustang? Sure, Ashley. Motherfucker lucky I wasn't born a white girl. I'll be blackmailing all the white dudes in the suburbs. Any one of the motherfuckers that was dumb enough to touch me. Promise you. I'd have had your stupid ass on a leash. Because I think that my energy always knew, even from when I was a kid, and I think when I reincarnate with these same base thoughts, that, the world is going round and round and round and round, and you got to make it and survive. So, yeah. Underdeveloped brain? What? You would say some stereotypical shit. I know that was a white person. Because I'm black, I'm stupid, right? Because I'm black, I'm a stupid-ass crackhead, right? I bet. But black people, you know we invented all of this shit you're using, right? From touchscreen to electricity to motherfucking light bulbs. White people ain't invent shit. What y'all did was join the Illuminati and put y'all name on everything like y'all invented the shit. You didn't. You didn't. And the world and the word is coming out. No way you invented a light bulb and they got one carved in the walls of Egypt. Bullshit, motherfucker. Thomas Edison, my ass. Y'all was trying to figure out, right, how y'all could put y'all name on it after the Tartarian mudslide. I done figured it the fuck out. White people ain't figured out shit. Y'all ain't even figure out the fucking incubators. The incubators is probably how we turn other races more human. By breeding with them. I don't think that black people were completely human, even though we have no Neanderthal DNA. We were the closest to human. And the more y'all breed with us, the more your Neanderthal DNA goes away. But everybody has different Neanderthal DNA. One of you motherfuckers got canine. One of you motherfuckers got a rhesus monkey. That's definitely because of what's in our blood type. So yeah, buddy. If I'm close to a monkey, it's because somebody did some coon shit in my family, or maybe a slave was raped on my mama's side. I don't know. I don't know, but this monkey gene was forced on me. If I have a monkey gene, because I tell you what, no, they black. I was always told we were black, and I always knew we wasn't from Africa. I'd have known this shit since elementary school, buddy. I've been trying to tell other black people. They tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Even my mama tried to tell me I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. And I told her, how was our great-great-grandma that you claim was a slave, how was she classified as a motherfucking American Indian? How the fuck did that work? She was an Indian and a slave? But my mama was a baby boomer, so you couldn't tell her shit. But yeah, it is what it is. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. Keep on subscribing. You can hit the like button, you can hit the subscribe button. The subscribe button is right next to the like button. Just, you can go from ear to ear, ear to ear, ear to ear. Just push it. Push that motherfucking button. Push that bitch. I feel like the Asian girl on Rush Hour. Remember they had the bomb hooked up to her? And Chris Tucker got close to him. Chris Tucker was like, hey, Ricky Tan. Ricky Tan, push the button, Ricky Tan. That was his name, Ricky Tan. He was like, Ricky Tan, push the button, Ricky Tan. Push the button, Ricky Tan. The Asian girl was like, yeah, push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button. Ricky Tan and him looked at her like, you need to calm down, okay? You making this a little bit too intense. Chris Tucker had that look on his face like, bitch, I'm black. I don't deal with bombs. You can calm the fuck down, LAPD or not. You know I'm finna light up the blunt. What's up, Luke? Glad you a huge fan. You my only fan, Luke. Not only fans, but you know what I'm saying. I don't have no fans, bro. I just got like a couple hundred subscribers. I appreciate them all. I believe I'm at like 800 subscribers. I'd like to thank you all for subscribing. Stay tuned while I'm living in my car. Thank you for the support. Patreon might be coming soon. I don't know because I ain't type of motherfucker begging for shit in life. I'm just living life. You know what I mean? And even though I'm depressed in the motherfucker, I try to make it so you not so depressed in the motherfucker, so we not so depressed in the motherfucker. I want to give you somebody to kick it with when I go live. You know what I mean? I want to be that motherfucker that you click on the live and just start kicking it with during your day. So hopefully I'll be able to sit on motherfucking YouTube all day. But, you know, I still got to get some work done. I had a job yesterday. They got 2 jobs, actually. They got canceled on me. So I ain't getting it. That's where I plan to do my footage at. What? 976 as we speak? What? Keep subscribing. Keep subscribing. Yeah, that geeks me up. Yeah. You can see my motherfucking tonsils when I smile. This big ass gap. Thank you. Love y'all. Yeah. And I don't have a moderator because I don't want anybody kicked out. What's up, Mr. Bruh? Mr. Bruh always tell me make him a moderator. I don't want you to make me a moderator because if somebody call me a monkey or a nigger or a coon, I don't want you to edit none of that out, buddy. We leaving all that in there, my guy. Humble Dragon fan. If you was here, I would just pass you your own blunt. We could just rotate these motherfuckers around. You know what I mean? You know what's crazy? When I get that YouTube money, I'm gonna be traveling city to city. I'm fucking around, be smoking with my fans. We gonna all be sitting in a motherfucking parking lot, and we just gonna tailgate on they bitch ass. We gonna have our own motherfucking event. We not gonna invite nobody. Even though I ride motorcycles, and you can ride your motorcycle there, this is not gonna be an event for motorcycles. This ain't gonna be an event for Dodge Charger takeovers. I ain't gonna do no bum ass shit like that. I wanna make a place where we can kick it in a safe space. And hopefully, when I come to your city, you can meet a lot of other people. Because most likely the people, look, 2222. Look, that's a sign. Subscribe. The angels is talking to us. But anyway, hopefully I can come to your city. And when I come to your state, I come to your state, we can all meet up in the city. And y'all can meet other people from your state that's been outcast and put to the side like y'all. Because I've been outcast and put to the side. Only because I'm too willing to tell the motherfucking truth. And I bet you are too. That's the fuck you doing here. Because let me tell you something. When they say birds of a feather flock together, they ain't saying nothing but energy attracts energy. So only reason you here is because you somewhat like me. You might not be as bald as me. You may not be as pretty as me, motherfucker. But you do some shit that I do. That's why I caught your eye. You fuck around and be telling your family about themselves that you not going to tolerate that bullshit, or you going to fuck around asking when I become a scapegoat. How I'm the scapegoat now? I beat y'all all up in a physical fight. Who the fuck is y'all talking to? You got to start punching them. I'm telling you. Punch them or get away from them. And then when you punch them, don't let them guilt trip you like you shouldn't have punched them. Tell them I'm not weaker than you. You can't take your anger out on me. Go take your anger out on somebody weaker than you. That's life. And then when you catch them picking on that one family member that you don't want to be picked on and they're younger than you, start hitting them in their shit again. Leave that person alone. Fuck you. You right. I need to light the blunt. Don't want to see a crackhead? There's a crackhead. Look. Crackhead camera. Ooh, 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 ooh. Who's on crackhead camera? Look, you can't even see her when she disappeared behind the tree. Damn. I wonder if she gonna disappear behind that pole. Yup. Shit. Well, when you see yoga instructors in the ghetto, goddammit, you know what they is. But yeah. It's the bruh that make me a mind so I can be blue. Mr. Bruh's getting ready to eliminate you motherfuckers. I'm like Superman. He like my eradicator. If I let him loose, he gonna be a motherfucking AI to just start punishing shit. Y'all gonna be like, Superman dead. Bow, like, damn, what hit me at light speed? Me, the eradicator. I'm Superman's computer. He made me a moderator. of the earth. Now, what'd you say, buddy? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, Mr. Eradicator. Superman had to stop the Eradicator. He went too far. When Superman came back, he was like, I ain't done. Motherfucker still talking shit. I'm still running fades. He was like, chill out, dog. Chill out. Chill out. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. He was like, nigga, I charged you up, though. I charged you up. So after I charged you up, motherfucker, you nigga, what? Nigga, I'm your alternator. Fuck you talking about? Superman was like, I understand. But I just can't have you around here just smoking everybody, bro. You eliminating everybody. The Eradicator was like, I don't give a fuck. And Eradicator, let me tell you how cool the Eradicator is. You know One Punch Man fought the Eradicator? He did. When he went on the ship to fight Boris's last form was the same as the Eradicator's last form. When Superman was fighting the Eradicator, that's exactly what he turned into. He had those motherfucking cool-ass cartoon glasses you see when you were a kid. Don't act like them ain't the coolest glasses you ever seen when you was a kid. They always the same motherfucking shape. You know you wanted some. Also wanted some of them Boosie Collins with the stars on the eyes. Yeah, Alvin and the Chipmunks, they fucked me up with that one. Wearing star glasses. I will not smoke new. Bruh, it's saying quit. Bruh, it's saying quit begging for mod, basically. No, I'm saying that I ain't saying him quit begging for mod. That's his shit. He loves to say, make me a mod. That's kind of what he does. That's what he likes to type. So I let him type that. He can type that as many times as he wants to. Because, you know, this is Bru Sitdee. He can do what the fuck he wants to in Bru Sitdee. He can type what the fuck he wants to. Who's going to stop him? Not me. Is there a moderator to stop him? Nope. So I guess Mr. Bruck can keep on typing, make me a mod. And you know what's crazy? That's cool. They will understand it if they keep tuning in. Birds of a feather. And the fucked up part is these the kids' natural energy. So even though I picked this not for kids, any kid here, oh man, I ain't saying like you should be here, but congratulations. You about to have another motherfucking form of thinking. In a second, when you challenge your parents, the only solution is gonna be to isolate your ass. You're gonna have to watch how you challenge them. They're gonna say shit to you, and you're gonna be like, you got something to say? And in your mind, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's stupid. But you know, you're not gonna say it to them. And you can explain to them why it's stupid. Like, for instance, I used to come home, and my parents used to really be on me about homework. Then my mom used to talk about all the shit she forgot in school. So, what's the sense of homework? So you don't forget it. But every adult around me has forgot it, even my teacher, except my teachers. And they come teach it. They come teach it for 6 months out the year. So what's the use of homework again? To catch you up on the lesson. I understand what the lesson is. And then they don't give kids the same homework they used to give them. When I was a kid, all you got was math problems. If you was a millennial, you had a minimum of 200 math problems to do every fucking night when you went home. And then you get one fucking math problem wrong on the test, and they act like you need to restudy that fucking math, and they focus your education on that math. Like, nigga, why the fuck you mad at me for getting the multiplication wrong when I got 2 algebra questions right, bitch ass nigga? Get the fuck out of here. I didn't miss the other algebra question because I got the multiplication part wrong. I got the division part wrong. And that's only because I was rushing because we got a time limit, nigga. I was under pressure. That's the point. To make me fuck up. Hell no, I ain't doing push-ups. Do I look like one of them motherfucking prisoners? Oh, I just got out the joint. We're gonna do push-ups. We're gonna do the whole deck. I used to be in a joint with them type of motherfuckers. And I didn't do the deck with them. And when they would think they was tough because they do the deck every 3 days, I would take them in my room and beat them up and show them they ain't got no stamina. I do real working out, buddy. You want to work out for real? I can teach you. I can teach you how to build true strength. Homeless veteran guru. Yeah, you got to do it under pressure. You got to do it under pressure, my guy. And I don't know why they would like put kids who getting out of high school under pressure to take a final test, or put people under a GED to take a final test, because normally in life you don't like. There's no such thing as a qualified time. You know what I mean? I'm a mechanic. I know this. I know if they give me 30 minutes on a job and I go over 30 minutes, nobody fucking cares. Try to go over 30 minutes on a test. No education for you. No certificate for you. No change in your life for you. Fuck you. Go back to being stupid. Dumbass, since you can't complete your test in the actual time. And then the fucked up part about this country is when the English test comes around, I hate English tests in this country. Because listen, we don't speak English in this motherfucker. We speak American, but they want us to take an English test. You want me to take I speak a language just based on a language. That's based on 5 languages. You expect me to know what the fuck that language is? And I can prove it. And most Americans, if you took a English test in England, you would fucking fail. If you took a speech test in England, you would fucking fail. Because you can't even read. And I can prove it to you. A lot of you motherfuckers would think that this shit right here is aluminum. Right here. Y'all think this shit right here, y'all think that word right there, that A word is aluminum. It's not. That's not aluminum. That word is aluminium. I saved this just so I can tell y'all one day that this word is aluminium. It's not fucking aluminum. Aluminum is not even a fucking thing. Aluminum frame on the new Corvette. The whole world is looking at this motherfucker like he's retarded. What is he talking about? And the British is like, hey, mate, I believe aluminum, is there a pronunciation for aluminium? It's aluminium. 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 Learn to say it. But as a mechanic, I was a BMW mechanic, right? And you know, people used to always ask me, what does aluminium frame mean? Is that a different type of frame? Is that a different type? A lot of cars that come with aluminium frames, buddy. It's not just BMW. They just brag about it all the fucking time. Oh, so all frames are aluminium frames? No. What makes the frame aluminium? It's made out of aluminium. What's aluminium? Oh, I'm sorry, aluminum. I'm wondering why you're so confused here. Aluminium is aluminum. That's how the British say aluminum. And often the customer be like, those British, they can't say shit right. Fuck them. I hate the way they fucking talk. I think we talk better. Well, you didn't know what aluminium was, and that was something that was written down by the Germans. You know why it was wrote down? It was written down by the motherfucking Germans, and you misread it as aluminum. And now you're mad at the British for reading it as aluminium. Are you mad at the Chinese? Because that's how they read it as aluminium. Are you mad at the Indians? Because that's how the Indians read it as aluminium, buddy. Whether you like it or not. The Arabs, they read it as aluminium, whether you like it or not. The Africans, nigga, guess how they read it? Guess how they read it? They did not read aluminum. No, they're too educated in Nigeria. Nigeria has some of the best schools in the world. Always has. Guess what? You niggas started them. After you niggas started them, we took them. And we kept all the books. Because we are smart. We are Nigeria. Ha ha ha. We have the books. And the only people that got as much books as us is the Roman Empire. And now they are gone. But we read the word as aluminium. Nigga. We read in the Wakanda. And Wakanda you must read to achieve. You can't live in Wakanda if you can't read, nigga. Learn to read. It's one of the requirements. You will know that word requirement if you could read, nigga. But anyway, yeah. And Canadians too. Canadians be like, yeah, hey, I'm going to tell you that there's an aluminium. That's what that word is, but it's not aluminum. But you can say it if you like. No one cares. They're not going to fault you for it. You know, the Canadians are always being nice. They're nice because they're draft dodgers with rifle skills. So they want to be nice to you, so you go over there. But if you over there talking shit, they can touch you definitely. They got the world record for the longest shot. Them motherfuckers took a shot that was like a fucking 1.5 miles. How the fuck you take a shot that's 1.5 miles? Don't fuck with them scary ass white people in Canada. They were the ones that said they didn't want to go to war. But guess what? They got the best aim. Don't fuck with them. Don't fuck with them. Nope. Leave they little scary ass up there. And we talking about we finna go invade Canada. Who closing the gap? Because I'm not closing the gap. I'm not going within 1.5 miles of a Canadian. You got me fucked up. And then y'all forget that they just be chilling and get attacked by moose. Yeah, moose and bear. Not any bear. Brown bears. Black bears. They got 2 types of bears in that motherfucker. Shit. The average Canadian, when they make a video about a handgun, they talking about a 10 millimeter or better. Actually, a 10 millimeter. You might as well say they love 10 millimeters there. I love 10 millimeters too. I think it's the answer. But Canadians don't even carry 9 millimeters. The fuck are you talking about? We invading countries that's carrying 9 millimeters. In the Middle East, they so fucking poor, they carrying 380s. They ain't got 380s. That's an American now. Them bitches carrying 22s. Them bitches got 22 caliber AKs. Very few of them get to 7.62. No, they probably got 7.62. You know what y'all never asked? What happened to all America's AK-47s? What did we do with them? Did we destroy them? Or did we sell them? Who we sell them to? I wonder who. Probably the same people that are shooting at us with them. Yeah. And, you know, we sell you guns, and this is how you guys do us. Okay. But it's America's goal. Hey, pay the first 25. Pay the 25 first if you real. Pay the 25 for what? Fuck are you talking about? Oh, don't do drugs for the 25. Oh. Nigga, I would not stop using drugs for $25. My life is way too stressful, motherfucker. $25. You got me fucked up. Shit. I'm yapping like I'm a business owner, bitch. I'm yapping like I'm a mobile mechanic, bitch. I'm yapping like I fix houses, bitch. That's how I'm yapping. Don't assume I'm unemployed because I'm blacking on the internet. You fat fucking white faggot. This guy's yapping like he runs his own business. This guy's yapping like he's not making it off white privilege. Get your bitch ass up out of here. Before I hurt your motherfucking feelings. Peckerwood. Go wash that funky ass dog. Fuck. And white people, y'all get in the tub with y'all dogs? You, white person, you get in the tub with your dog? Acrylic. Huh? Acrylic, do you get in the tub with your dog? I'm curious. They are dog people. Hey, they share a gene with the canine. That's why when everybody say white people smell like dog and white people say they don't smell it and they say they dog don't stink, it don't, because the scent is a part of them. It's in their DNA. Yeah. So I can't fault them for that. But the white girls that I be fucking with wash their hair every day. And they don't hang out with white girls who don't wash their hair every day. They be like, oh my God, no. What? Ugh. Makes you fucking stink. No, wash your hair every day. And they wash their dog, their little pet dog, every 2 days. That's why they got a small dog and not a big ass dog. If you got a big ass dog and you white, you probably racist and you smell like dog. And you don't wash that big ass dog. I ain't never seen white people just outside washing a big ass golden retriever. They just let them motherfuckers just sit there and stink. Shit. You know how much a golden retriever sweats in the sun? You motherfuckers don't need to own dogs. Collies either. You don't need to own no dog that's hairy if you're not gonna go get that motherfucking haircut. That is cruelty to motherfucking animals. I'm sorry, but it's cruel. Very cruel. Oh, homeless veteran, you take Tybo. It'll keep you in shape. It's useful. Oh, Big Flex. Big Flex got mad because I talked about him the other day. Talked about his little pink rocket, you know, little pink firecracker. He was mad. Fuck him. Them little ass ankles. He was in here making racist comments like the other white guys. You know, white guys, they just like black women. When black women like me or want to be a part of what I'm doing or want to be part of my energy, they come in and insult me first. And so do white dudes. They can't never just come in and be like, what's up? I mean, it's a few of them that did, but you know, it's always those odd ones that really want to be a part of the gang. But you listen, I'm not that motherfucker gonna be like, oh, no, you blocked, you blocked. I ain't blocking nobody. I ain't blocking nobody. You can get these motherfucking tongues. That's what you can get. You need a barber for your back hair, Peckerwood. I bet your back hairy in a motherfucker. Hairy back ass nigga. Do the hairy back gorilla. That's your new name, little fat back gorilla. And then Big Flex got mad because he one of them white guys that got a big upper half. You know how white guys work out and get that big up half and all of a sudden they the shit. They talking shit to everybody, even though he still got titties. That's big flex. He got them little ass legs though. I bet his legs little in a motherfucker. There's always a white dude with some little ass legs and a big ass upper half talking shit about everybody. Oh, white bitches are just getting fat. What do you mean white bitches are getting fat? Your legs are too small to judge white bitches, buddy. Go on, sit them little stick legs. You take off running, you'll start a fire. Them little bitty ass stick legs. Your legs still the same size you was when you was that scary ass little insecure boy who used to get his feelings hurt by women calling him ugly. Your legs are still the same size. That's right, Bam Fam. They love steroids. But listen, bitches already would tell them their dick was little. That's why black guys don't take steroids. You be like, should I take steroids to get big? Then you look down like, nah. Then you ask some of the bitches like, should I take steroids? And they be like, no, that's gonna shrink your dick. They immediately tell you. Women don't care about men's health until it involves you damaging your penis. That's why they don't like motorcycles. You know, you could really just like damage your scrotum on that thing, right? They don't care about you falling off. Unless it's gonna kill you, women don't care. Unless it's gonna kill you or affect your penis. This is why they start heating up food for you when they want to have babies by you, because they don't want you near the microwave, because they know you'll put your dick on the microwave because it's warm, and microwave her dreams of babies away. Give her some radiation babies. Hell no, you can't destroy the jewels. Bitches don't play that. You ever kick a guy in the nuts in front of his wife? Oh, she gets so mad. She's just like, it's dirty, no! Was it dirty that your husband was 6'8" when he came over here? Yeah, that white boy thought it was sweet. Kicked him right in the dick. And after I kicked him in the dick, I slammed him on the head and kicked him in the head several times. Get your dumb ass away from me, stupid. Don't come over here fighting no more. If you think you can guard your dick next time, that's fine, because I know Muay Thai, you have to guard the outside of your kneecap next time, bitch. Ain't no lies. Ain't no lies told, but I'm not mixed. I just look good, and y'all think all black people is ugly. I'm so unmixed. I have 2 grandparents that are indigenous Indians to this land. Crazy, right? And we know the black people are from the United States and not from Africa. You can believe that Africa shit if you want to. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, D? Your family from here, too? Mine is, too. They were reclassified. I'm with you, too. You are dumb. Don't worry about it. Africans were brought here. You don't know shit about how a boat works, do you? Ain't no way they kept that many niggas alive living in their own field. We talking about the people who went to Europe to cure the Black Plague. Did they tell you that? That the black people brought Europe out of the dark ages by showing them how to bathe and separating, telling them they can't, because the kings and queens in Europe originally lived in barns. You can look this up. And what black people did during the time of the Black Plague, it wasn't called the Black Plague because black people had it. No, it was called the Black Plague because black people healed it. I'm gonna tell you how we healed it. First of all, we made these leather masks with like these duck faces. Anyway, with filters in them. So we could walk around them motherfuckers because they stank so fucking bad. So what we did, first of all, we told them, even though holding the animals makes you the shit here and makes you the king, you need a barn for your animals. That's what it's called. It's called a barn and a corral. That's also, and corral is a Latin word. This is when we start teaching y'all Latin. Okay, corral means to caress, you know what I mean? Or steer or manipulate to whatever spot you want. Anyway, we taught y'all how to build corrals. And we taught y'all not to live with y'all animals. And we taught y'all to start washing y'all ass, which y'all ain't quite learned all the way yet. But y'all be ignoring shit. But anyway, yeah. And just by y'all washing y'all ass and shit and stop throwing shit into the streets, we start teaching y'all plumbing too. When we start throwing shit into the streets, then you know, it wasn't so bad. The Black Plague was healed and Europe got better. So, yeah. So you telling me those same people who had to wear the first ever gas mask to go around these motherfuckers, y'all sat Them same black people in boats made of wood and went across the violent ass Atlantic Ocean that rips apart metal motherfucking military boats. Are you serious? Them white folks must have had an aircraft carrier back then, huh? Fuck out of here. The transatlantic slave trade was a fucking lie. It was a fucking lie. They reclassified motherfuckers. They ain't ship shit. Them niggas still in Africa. They still in fucking Congo. They still in Ethiopia. They still in motherfucking Somalia. We are all not African descent. You got me fucked up, D. I was here before the African. Dude came after me. My genetics are older than him, motherfucker. You got me fucked up. We are not all African descent. All white people have African descent. Yeah, y'all do. Y'all do. Because the Jews evolved directly from the Nigerians. The Nigerians and the Jews share the same bloodline. You're welcome. And an African has more motherfucking Neanderthal DNA in him than me. This is how I got grouped in a Neanderthal DNA thing, motherfucker. You better read about it. I'm black. I have no Neanderthal DNA in me, and it's the biggest cover-up in the world right now. The African has more Neanderthal DNA than me. So the African is the one who fucked the monkey, not me, motherfucker. I fucked the African. And the African wasn't a monkey at the time. Whatever the fuck the African was, I was fucking it. And made it human. And then that motherfucker went on to make white people human. And after I made the African human, I fuck around and made the Asian human too. Yeah. I like those Asians and Africans. It was fun fucking on them. Black people still fucking on them to this day. It's all type of Afro marriages. Afro to African marriages. Afro and Afro is not the same motherfucking thing. Afro means you gave away your motherfucking content to Africans to kindness. That's why they try to say that black people are African. No, we not. We didn't give y'all shit. And we not from Africa. And we did not give y'all the United States. And we want rent money. We do. I don't care if God cursed us. Y'all got us fucked up. Y'all owe us rent or get the fuck off our land. We know y'all don't want to go back to bitch ass Europe. Ain't nothing to do. It's always raining. It's always snowing. You don't want to go back to Europe. You want to stay here. Plus, y'all get to be friends with niggas who's the greatest fighting force ever. Niggas ain't never lost a war until we integrated with you white motherfuckers. That's when we started losing. Well, we lost one more to God, but we wasn't taking God to war. He just was like, we tired of y'all because y'all done oppressed the whole fucking world. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send massive mudslides to the United States. I'm gonna dip a piece of it underwater for it to never come back up. I'm also gonna rain brimstone in this bitch. I'm gonna scorch shit. Like God fucked the United States up and the residents of it. That's why we were in Africa like, we're from Africa. No, you not. No, you not. You from where that big ass ball of fire just went to, motherfucker. And you about to go back there. That's why they sold them. That's why they sold your motherfucking ass. And anyway, how the fuck could an African sell you without selling his own kind? Cause you not his kind, motherfucker. It's the difference. They can tell the difference when they pull down your pants. So there you go. Oh, you want me to talk about Tarzan, Big Flex? Tarzan was black. That's why he was with all the monkeys. He was teaching the white people how to be human. Ta-da! Tarzan, he ain't really black. He's African. I'm finding out. But maybe the African was a monkey. That's how white people got the monkeys. So maybe niggas did fuck monkeys after all. But that's a story about how black people trained Africans, and also the same story about how Africans trained white people. And in white people, the further you navigated north, the whiter your skin became, the slimmer your nose became, because you're going through Caucasus Mountains. My nose is made to cool the air down as it goes toward my brain, because my body generates enough heat. Your body might generate enough heat. It might generate more heat than mine because you're made to be in cold weather. But when your nose is skinny, breathing in that cold ass air, it'll cool down that internal shit. So it's made to heat up as it goes through your brain. Ta-da! So now what? Tarzan is nothing but the story. And then you know why white people don't tell the story of Adam and Eve? Because Adam and Eve is about every single race but black people. And it's how the black man was roaming the earth first. And when God finally made white people human, the nigga was like, is that a white bitch? And slithered up on her like, come here, bitch, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you real quick. All right. And then got her pregnant. That's what caused y'all to be more human. And the black man, after he got kicked out of his Garden of Eden, whatever the fuck he did, he took his dirty ass. Yeah, talking to you black men. I'm black, yeah. And I'm telling you why they call him a snake. Okay? They called him a snake because black people evolved from reptilians. Yeah, they evolved from the raptor gene. So that's why, and he looked at, that's why. So, and then he went around to Europe first, corrupted white Eve, as she's called. Then he corrupted Arab Eve, as it's called. He corrupted motherfucking Asian Eve and African Eve with his goofy ass. He just went around the globe fucking all these bitches. The black man still say it today. All the rappers be like, ah, fuck all the bitches, fuck all the bitches. What these athletes say? I fuck all the bitches. I love all the bitches. Now, Travis Scott or Porter, whatever the fuck his name is, he gotta be a plant. Shit. And I don't want to fuck every bitch in the world. I can admit that. But I do believe that's what Adam thought, because I have fucked a lot of different type of bitches. You'd be surprised. I'm talking about I done clucked so many bitches. I know the difference between motherfucking Asians. I mean, between Vietnamese and Japanese and Chinese, and I know the difference between a culture. You know what I mean? I know the difference between Arabs and Indians. They are not the same people. You know what I mean? And this is by no studying of the culture myself. Fuck different African bitches. I done fuck, you know what I mean? Definitely so many different Latino bitches. I done fuck Brazilian bitches. I done fuck Cuban bitches. I done fuck goddamn Puerto Rican bitches. Of course, Mexican bitches. I'm right by Chicago. It's a million Mexican bitches by Chicago. Who can't fuck a Mexican bitch? You don't have to fuck a Mexican bitch. She want to fuck you. They got their independence and freedom. These Mexican bitches up here own houses and shit. Fuck wrong with you? Senorita Esmeralda own motherfucking 6 motherfucking houses, nigga. She can buy some dick from you anytime she ready, Jack. And she gonna be making empanadas when you roll through that motherfucker. And her kids ain't even there. You know why? They stay in another house that she owns. She just invited you over just for some dick. And this her other house. Wisconsin is crazy. If you're a woman, you want some independence, bring your ass to Wisconsin. Are you the real Casey Anthony? This is painful to watch. Bitch, it was painful to watch you murder your daughter. That was painful. And put her in the trunk. And then they caught your dirty ass and still let you the fuck go because you white. I hope you're not the real Casey Anthony, bitch. Killed your motherfucking kids so you could be a TikTok thought, you stupid bitch. Casey Anthony, I often say that white bitches are irresponsible. The most irresponsible bitches on the planet, and they the only bitches I ever seen lose a baby at the park, right? You can't just walk up and steal no woman baby unless you white. But listen, you took that shit to another level. And now I'm speaking to the real Casey Anthony, not just a troll. Because this shit made me mad as a motherfucking man. Ain't no way you Peckerwoods let this Peckerwood bitch, let this fucking monkey murder this other little poor precious little baby. No way. No way y'all let her get away with murdering that little cute ass little baby monkey. And we got the open arms law in this country, bitch. You could have took the baby to the motherfucking police if you didn't want her no more. Why the fuck would you do that? I don't care what nobody say. That bitch is guilty. Ain't no way your baby disappeared and you wasn't looking for it, bitch, because you knew exactly where it was and you know what the fuck you did. So in honor of her, I just like to say, fuck you, you punk bitch. And if I ever meet you, I just might punch you in the nose, bitch. And go to jail for my first ever domestic violence. First ever. first, and listen, bitch, when I punch you, I hope I'm wearing a pimp hat when I punch you. I hope I'm wearing a pimp hat and it's leaning to the side. I hope half my bald spot showing so all the feminists can know I'm an old bald man who did this. Because I don't know why the feminists ain't whooped your ass. Who are all these feminists that are here to protect little girls? They hate these predator men and they let you do that predatory ass shit. Where are all of these feminists? The minute the judge let you out of that courtroom, they should have beat your ass down the hallway and drug your motherfucking ass outside. I'm telling you the motherfucking truth. Bitch. And I was in my early 20s when this shit happened. I was so fucking mad, just angry. Y'all think I'm an angry motherfucker now. I used to be angry. The Casey Anthony trial continues. Why? Why is she still on trial? Shoot this bitch in the head. Fuck out of here. Bitch should have never went to no motherfucking trial. The fuck? This bitch done clearly went too motherfucking far, bitch. You done murdered a motherfucking baby. You done went way too motherfucking far. Fucking baby murderer. I have no respect for a motherfucker who murders a baby. Fuck you. Fucking cowards. I hate cowards. And let me tell you something. I don't know who I hate more. The people who touch babies or the people who kill them. I don't know who I hate more. But I tell you what, I hate both of you fuckers evenly. And you better pray I don't ever... Listen, you better pray God don't just wake up one day and be like, I need you to be Superman and start cleansing the earth. Because y'all gonna be the first motherfuckers to go. I promise you, y'all gonna go. Y'all gonna be the first. I'm gonna just be throwing you. Listen, I'm gonna put all of y'all in one place. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna get all the world's news cameras together and I'm gonna start throwing chomos into the sun. Baby murderers too. Facts. I'm not playing. If they make me the president, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna round up all the sex offenders, and I'm gonna round up all these baby murderers. And you know what I'm gonna do to them? I'm gonna set them in a lab, and I'm gonna experiment on them. I'm gonna be pumping them up with shit until they start to grow wings. I'm not bullshitting. I'm gonna create the next Spider-Man out of these motherfuckers. I promise you that. And when he finally be Spider-Man, I'm gonna suffocate his ass. Listen, I'm gonna create Vault Industries if I get too much power. You hear me? Who do you think Vault Industries is gonna run arts test trials on? Number sex offenders. And we're not gonna have a Homelander situation. I can tell you that. So feel how you want to feel. That's what I'm going to do. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what Orlando Orange is. That's a crack about my complexion. Fuck y'all. I know I have a weird color like an Indian. Thank you, come again. It's not my fault. I did not choose this man. It just happened. Get off my back, buddy. Fuck you, buddy. And that's why people be thinking, some people be thinking like this nigga mixed. He ain't about that action. That's how that old man got punched at the church. You know what old men have been telling me my whole life? Fuck you, little green-eyed ass nigga. Time for no green-eyed ass nigga talk shit. Do my eyes look green? Do these fuckers look green? They're not green. Dawg said he actually owns 7-Eleven. Man, fuck you. Chad, your mama. Now. Because when I was in Florida, that's how they was treating me. You know, I got into it with the Indian dude at the gas station. I was going to beat him up. And then he called the police. I told him, call the police, motherfucker. You got my money behind the counter. I handed him a $5 and he charged me $3 for one pack of blunts. And it was only two 2 blunts in there, and they were Black and Milds. So, motherfucker, you charge me $3 for 2 packs of Black and Milds in West Palm Beach? Man, you got me fucked up, nigga. Give me my money. He didn't want to give my money, so I grabbed plenty shit. So he said he called the police. I said, I'm going to hold this shit hostage till the police get here, motherfucker. And I waited till the police got there. And when the police got there, I told them what the fuck was going on. And when I'm trying to tell him what's going on, the Indian dude interrupted. So he interrupted me. Now I get mad. Nigga, stop interrupting before I smack your bitch ass. That's what I told him. Smack your bitch ass. So the white dude, he listening, but he paused. He like, hold on, let me talk to my partner. He go talk to his black partner. His black partner said, I heard him. He said, let them handle that. That's between them and their kind. So I get mad. You know, I got a big ass mouth, you can tell. I was like, what you mean them and their kind? Who you talking to? He said, I'm talking to my partner. I said, you know what I'm referring to, bro. Who you talking about, them and their kind? He said, I'm gonna let y'all handle that. That's between you and your kind. You know, the Indians. I said, what? Nigga, I'm black. He gonna say, how I know you black? Oh, let me tell you what else that kind of threw him off. Because when I go down south, I get like that weird ass brown Indian complexion, but it's under this complexion. So I'm like a two-tone complexion. It looks really weird. But anyway, I'm like, I'm black. I gave y'all my name. My name comes back to a black guy from Wisconsin. I even got felony. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm such a black guy. He gonna say, not all black people got felonies. Hi, yeah, right. So they called for backup. They called to back up. Back up, get there. It's 2 more black guys. So now they all in the motherfucking huddle. And they've been doing, I know this huddle. I've been around this huddle since I was a kid. They discussing, is Rabbit black? There's always this fucking discussion. When I'm chilling with bitches and I see all their uncles getting that huddle, they trying to debate, did she bring a nigga home or did she bring a Latino home? Or is this nigga Japanese? Or is this motherfucking nigga, shit, I don't know what the fuck this nigga is. This nigga's something. He's not black. So they get out the huddle and they all decide to get in the car and just pull off. So I grabbed the Arab by his motherfucking collar. I mean the Indian. I grabbed the Indian by his motherfucking collar. Take your bitch ass in there and get my motherfucking money. So that's what happened. And the police left me alone in West Palm Beach because they thought I was an Indian. And the black guys didn't want to argue with me about being an Indian. And then I asked them also, where the fuck did I get this accent from? I just picked this shit up. You think I just be like, thank you, come again. Hey, buddy, let me tell you something. That's how I talk normally. Motherfucker, this is how I talk. And then you can tell I ain't from around here. Listen to my motherfucking accent. Do niggas in Florida sound like this? Don't I sound like a Yank? Motherfucker, I'm a Yank from Wisconsin. Oh, I forgot to tell you, when they was getting in the car, right, the black dude gonna say, Wisconsin, ain't that Canada? No, it's not Canada. And I hate people down south. I hate telling them I'm from Wisconsin because they love telling me I'm Canada. I am not from Canada. Y'all say that just to make me mad? Y'all not know? Yeah, cheesehead. Yep. They be like, cheesehead, he's from Canada. Listen, I swear to God, I was walking in West Palm Beach. I just threw the gun, shut up, you know what I mean? And I'm walking, and the police roll up on me. Let me see your ID. They getting out, they got guns and shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck y'all got guns drawn for, though? I'm going in my pocket. They don't say, reach it, so I know it's cool. Go in my pocket, bam, pull up my ID. I'm like, what the fuck you need my ID for? I hand them my ID. Swear to God, anytime I hand the white police my ID down south, this is what they do. Oh, you're from Wisconsin. You're a cheesehead. What's up, bro? We're looking for gangbangers in this part. Why can't I be a gangbanger? Because from Wisconsin, there's no gangbangers in Wisconsin? Okay, okay, fine. And it was a white police in the back, like, I'm gonna visit Canada one day. Like, Wisconsin ain't in Canada. Stop saying that shit. I thought only black people said that shit down south. The white people down south will tease your ass from being from Canada. And then when you show them a map, like, look, see that? I'm on the border of Wisconsin touches Canada. It's not Canada. You know what they say? That's close enough. Do it snow there? Yeah, that's still Canada. Everywhere it snow is Canada. Don't let them lie to you. What the fuck? How is everything where it snow at Canada? So is Montana in Canada? They be like, technically, yeah. I'm like, all right, man. I ain't finna argue with you motherfuckers down south. I don't understand what y'all saying half the time. I'm just telling you. And I do not know. Can y'all tell me how many feet or miles yonder is, please? How many feet is yonder? This is going down yonder and you see it. Where's yonder? What direction is that in? Is that like so many feet? Because I know a click in the army is about a mile or a half mile or some shit like that. Or a quarter mile. I don't fucking remember. But I do know Canada, Dublin, Florida, Vermont, Connecticut. Oh, fish guru. I just got done talking about that. Black people ended up last because we were cursed. Okay, being the first race here, right? We were like the big brother and sister race, right? And then don't forget, we made all the other ones human. So it went deeper than that. We were the parent race. As the parent race, we did not teach our kids the proper shit. We taught white people how to motherfucking rape and pillage. We taught Arabs how to be oppressive toward their own kind. We taught Asians how to attack each other. We taught Africans how to separate in villages. We didn't teach the right, okay? And we stayed keeping a monopoly on the world's knowledge and the world's religion. We didn't even tell the people about God how we were supposed to, Jack. We fucked up. That's how black people got last in everything, bro. If you want to know. God cursed us. And when he cursed us, you from the United States. There's evidence of this all over. Every catastrophe they said happened in the Bible is right here in the United States. You got greedy. Yeah, probably. You got greedy, arrogant, and lazy. No, we weren't cursed with, yeah, I guess, cursed with victim. Listen, you gonna be a victim when you in a curse. You know why? That's your curse, to be the fucking victim. Duh. Because you victimized everybody else. And then, listen, black people, we couldn't be stopped. This is why all white people on this motherfucking earth speak a Latin language. Because we couldn't be stopped. And because we couldn't be stopped, God stepped in and he stopped us. Listen, what do you do when all your kids start fighting? As a man, if they're boys and they're all teenagers, you watch. You look out for mom. I want to see who popping out here. But when the oldest one start running the young one's heads into the wall, then you got to come into the room and hit him in the jaw. Bow, get your bitch ass off of him like that. The fuck, that's your little brother. Beat him up. Don't kill him, punk. Got to come in there and stomp his ass out. And that's exactly what God did to us. He came in there and stumped us out for picking up. Listen, now imagine you're a grandparent and you see your son smack his 2-year-old daughter across the room. That's gonna anger you. And what if it's about something dumb, like the baby dumped milk on him? Don't dump milk on me. Slap! You as a grandparent is gonna hit that motherfucker with a goddamn vase. You got me fucked up. Promise you. I'm gonna hit your ass with a weapon like on. Listen, I'm not gonna even retaliate right away. I will go in the kitchen and get a fold-up chair like WWF and come back in there like, whoa, pop, whoa, pop, whoa, pop. Well, I wish you would hit my grandbaby like that. I will fuck you up. Try me. Try me. Don't care how you feel. Try me. I might even shoot you and call the paramedics and tell them what the fuck happened. You got me fucked up. Your grandfather was Cherokee and Apache. My grandmother was Cherokee. My nana was Cherokee. And you know what? My grandma Cricket is Cherokee too. So yeah. And I believe I had a granddaddy that was Blackfoot. I know my daddy and brother look Mexican. Swear to God. Them niggas look Mexican. I don't care what they say. They look Mexican. When you meet a Mexican that's like Blackfoot, if you ever meet a Mexican that's mixed with, he's Mexican and Blackfoot, they look just like my motherfucking, they look like my father. They look like Michael J. White. They look like motherfucking Denzel Washington. That's how them motherfuckers look. They just look like that. So yeah, that's what's happening. Hey, niggas ain't supposed to catch a break. We had a break. You know what our break was? Being the first people on Earth. We had all this motherfucking time. And then listen, they already proved it. We was roaming the Earth around the time of the dinosaurs. This is how white people know they taste like chicken. Because niggas was eating their ass. That's what happened to the dinosaurs. They taste like chicken. And that's why you can't find no dinosaurs still got the meat on them. Because niggas ate all of that. Listen, you can find the bones. That's where we ate them at. We was eating the fuck out of dinosaurs. You got us fucked up. We figured out how to drain lakes to get their ass. We created lakes as dinosaur traps. There, I revealed the secret. And these other races was created. But I tell you what, after we fucked up the environment from eating all the goddamn dinosaurs, the earth couldn't be so hot no more because our environment is made to trap in body heat. That's why global warming is a myth. Excuse me. Hey, Miss Pocahontas. It's my neighbor. Miss Pocahontas. His haircut is bizarre. I know you like my haircut. It's an ancient samurai haircut. Samurai! Haircut of Anna. And I ain't even have to give my haircut. Dog gonna be mad when I take that trip to Japan and all them Japanese hoes on me. When they see me, they're like, oh my God, Akinchi! He's here, real life, Akuma! Yeah, Akuma! I'm gonna be up there raging demon and coochie all day. Sauce. How about that? For real, Fish Guru, we can go there. Hey, all you gotta do is grow your hair out. And then listen, we can go there and look like Akuma and Heihachi. We can catch all the anime bitches. You wanna go there? We can go there. Damn, your heart really did go. I do need to post every day, right? You know I'm finna go swing the black match over there. I ain't bullshitting. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have all kind of babies. Little crouching tiger babies. I'm definitely give me some Thai babies. Give me some Thai babies. Give me some Japanese babies. Give me some motherfucking. And listen, let me tell you why why everybody want Japanese babies right now. Because after Japan got bombed in Pearl Harbor, they didn't load up on their military. You notice that? They didn't do shit for their military. They still ride around the same boats. You know what they did? They focused on infrastructure and education. Now, I truly believe the Japanese are the smartest people on the planet, and nobody's saying this. So, yeah. Do you not want your kids to have the smartest fucking genetics? You ever met a Japanese person that didn't speak 3 languages? Fuck out of here. All the Japanese do is study now. World War III come, they're gonna be too fucking smart to kill. Not like they're gonna be untouchable. It's just, that's a valuable asset. Smart people. I think we're starting to realize that in society. But I'm saying, it's whatever. You can't make video games without a video game programmer. I mean, think about it. How the fuck are we gonna do math if computers go down? Exactly. We need Asians. We can't kill them all. We can't. See how fast Asians do math? Shit. My Asian friends used to crunch numbers. I'm talking about numbers. Hey, listen. We don't have no contest in America. We seeing how fast we can type in numbers on a calculator. They have calculator contests. this AI generated calculator equations that they doing on a motherfucking calculator. Don't play with them. Do not play with them people. Them bitches is over there going crazy on the calculators. And listen, the fucked up part is you think if Asians go crazy on the calculator that they won't go crazy on motherfucking here come my man's tone. You think if they go crazy on the calculator, they can't add bullshit. When we tested to see who's the smartest people in the world, and America came back as number 37, China was on top. The reason why China couldn't be broadcast on top because white people told the story, and that's the truth about it. All the countries in Asia was at the top, like bam, 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 bam. They was smart as a bitch. Yeah, quantum calculators. Them motherfuckers are smart. Oh, my opinion on Mexican immigrants. I would say let them stay because white people got to stay, but fuck that. Anybody hating on niggas gotta go. And I'm tired of that shit. And I'm just telling you the truth, my guy. They right now, I got Mexicans. They're poaching my fucking jobs as a mobile mechanic. I can't even be a mobile mechanic without these motherfuckers poaching jobs. They doing, listen, I don't do no job for $40, but they're around here doing brake jobs, $40. They doing tune-ups for $40, and I'm gonna be unemployed. Straight up, fucking with the Mexicans. Like, I ain't cutting grass. I ain't trying to cut grass to compete with them. I know I can't. Plus, I'm allergic to grass. So I know. And then, listen, when I see, listen, I'm from Illinois, buddy. I watched the Mexicano come there with just a pochilo. And now he got 4 businesses. I know they motherfucking skill set. And I ain't trying to step on no motherfucking body toes. But I know I'm not gonna work for as cheap as you. Say what the fuck you wanna say. I'm not gonna be doing this shit for $40. Do you see professional mechanics who get paid $1,000, got big ass toolboxes sitting in the back of them on their channel? Do you see that shit? They starting to quit. If they can't make it, you goddamn sure can't make it because they got them white shops. You know what I mean? I'm from the suburbs. I'm gonna tell you what white shops get in the suburbs, buddy. Now, I could be a black guy running the white shop in the suburb, but it's called a white shop for a reason. You go to the white shop, you pull in for the white shop, tune up, $500. Oil change, $250. White shop just getting money. Money. That's why everybody think mechanics is greedy. And all you gonna make if you're gonna work at the white shop, right there, $40 an hour. And they say mechanics on an average make $45 an hour. You will be stuck at $40 an hour. And guess what? You're not on the clock if you're not working. So that's how you get your $40. Your $40 is okay. If I gotta do brakes as a mechanic, right? Okay, I do these brakes right now. This is a 2-hour job. Okay, that's $80. Now I can move on to the next job. Let's say I do it in an hour, still get my $80. Okay, now I move on to the next job, which is an oil change. I can make another 40. I won't even make 40 off of that. I ain't gonna even lie. You don't make no money off oil changes because shops do them for 40, 50 bucks. They trying to compete with motherfucking Jiffy Lube. So you ain't gonna make no money off of no motherfucking oil change. You can hang that the fuck up. Unless you're a mobile mechanic. I still make money off the oil change. But I tell you what people do. They often take their ass to Jiffy Lube and come back with their engine knocking 2 months later because they done put the wrong shit in there or filled it up with the wrong way or they left the drain plug loose or the motherfucking oil filter is loose. It's always some punk ass shit fucking with them motherfuckers. I have one of them motherfucking Jiffy Lubes in Milwaukee, right? Do this chick car that I was working on and her oil filter fell off in traffic. I was like, wow, really? What you want me to do about it? And then this dumb bitch, her oil filter dropped. A dude bumped her car because she tried to pull off. You know what I'm saying? Her oil filter dropped and she was pulling off and her car was spilling oil and dude got nervous and bumped her car. So she pulled over to be like, why you hit my car? He was like, bitch, you leaking oil. Look at all this oil you leaking. And that's when she FaceTimed me that bullshit. And was like, what is all of this? She wouldn't even shut up. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I hate the way women approach panic situations as a mechanic, I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. Because they act like these modern day bitch ass black guys that aggravate me. They always like, what the fuck? What's that? How you doing that? You can't do that. You ain't what you doing that for. Why you being creative? Hey, yeah. Hey. Shut your bitch ass up. You're a disgrace to black guys if you are always confused. I'm sorry. If you're always confused like Ashley from the suburbs, like, yeah, whatever, and you're always confused, you're a disgrace, bro. You're a fucking disgrace. Do something. You don't, what the fuck do you do in your life to not know shit about shit? Them type of black guys see a motherfucker changing a tire, be like, I could never be getting that dirty. Oh, what's that? It's dirt on your hands. How you getting dirty? How you doing that? He a real life mechanic. I can't believe it. Oh, yeah. They so shocked when they see men doing men shit. I be like, man, get your bitch ass away from me, bro. Damn. Damn, I hate a confused ass nigga. Confused niggas piss me off. Because as a nigga, when the gun go off, bow, you supposed to know which way to run. But that nigga, he be like, what the fuck? Look, he's shooting. Why he shooting? Shut your bitch ass up. All you do is complain. Shut up. Damn. And the fucked up part is he got like 5 baby mamas and I ain't got one. Know why he got 5 baby mamas? Because black women love them type of bitch ass niggas. They love nothing but bitch ass niggas. You can tell what do they say about the men they fuck with? They say they bitch ass niggas. And then they take advice from a bunch of bitch ass niggas. Like, I don't know, man. Closest thing y'all got to a real nigga was Kevin Samuels, and he was only halfway to the truth. He didn't tell y'all he was gay. And fuck yeah, I'm convinced he's gay. He's from a sorority, and he lives in Atlanta. Thought it was Chicago, but whatever. Chicago, Atlanta. I guess the same shit. I guess. It's just less successful black people in Chicago. Like in Atlanta, them black people is having it. But if you a straight guy, you better have your shit together when you go down there. Cause nigga, ain't no room for you in all that hustling. Ain't no room for you no more. And we know who gets the rap contracts. It's tobacco in the blunt. Matter of fact, I've been up damn near 60, 70, hour, 30 minutes. Nigga, it's weed in here. Fuck you, sucker. I'm over here smoking Thrax, nigga. Oh, you don't know what Thrax is. You know I'm dropping wisdom in here. You'll steal what? Car? Ricky Berry? You know why you can't steal this car? This car got something your bitch ass generation can't steal it for. You see this? Do you see this? Do you see this? Now what? You can't steal my car, motherfucker. You don't know how to steal this motherfucker. This motherfucker got a mobilizer and all kind of shit, nigga. That's the key. You damn right. It's a key. Do you know that it's a key to a car, though? Yeah, that's to the younger. You can't steal this. The younger generation, pay attention. Every car y'all steal don't have a key. It just has a key fob. I don't have a key fob. Well, I do, but it don't work like that. Y'all have no idea how to steal this. You would have to Google how to steal this. And they don't have the correct answers. Oh, you a 90s kid? Or you was born in the 90s? Everything is push button now. That's the cars that y'all generation steal. This ain't no fucking push button. Listen, let me show you the buttons that you can push in here. My car's an 02, by the way. See this? See these buttons? You can push this button. 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 Them is the buttons you can push. You can push this button. What other buttons I got that you can push? You can push this button. 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 And then these buttons on the radio. Y'all smart enough to know that. That's where you stick my key at. Look, let me show y'all this. This is something the younger generation don't know nothing about. See this? Watch this. You ready? Oh. What I do now? Push the button? No. There's another button you can push. I even have extra buttons right here. You can push these buttons if you like. But none of those start the car. See this? Watch this. Look, young guys. This is how you start an old car. You turn the key forward. See that? I'm talking about how these street punks. That's what I'm talking about. God damn it. Can y'all hear me? It is a V8. Yeah, it's a Vortec. Oh, I hate doing this because I need an oil change, but fuck it. Everything I own is V8s. So yeah. Expose what wires? You don't know what you're doing. You ain't gonna get past the mobilizer, my guy. If you knew how to steal it, you wouldn't need to expose no wires, Jack. I could tell you I steal one of these motherfuckers. Y'all wanna learn? Everybody subscribe. I'll teach you how to steal an old Chevy right now. With a mobilizer on it. I'll teach y'all to pull right off with that bitch. Start subscribing. Let me get y'all off the A-pillar. No, you don't need no paper clip. But I could teach you how to steal them. If I teach you little niggas how to steal them, I want y'all to sell me the parts. Come sell the parts to the old man with the bald spot. Be right here with the blood in my mouth. What you want for that, boy? What you want for that? What ain't no more ordinary, boy. You don't fight off for that ordinary junkyard. I'm send you that ordinary. Send me that ordinary for you, you know. Send me ordinary fight off, bitch. I'll go ahead and pull you. How about this? You give me them 8 ordinary, and I'll do your motherfucking brakes, and you go on your ass back home. That's what I'm gonna do for your ass, Dick. When you come back, we talk about your tune-up. When we talk about tune-up, we talk about your tune-up when you come back. Yep, 5'3". Yeah, that's a 5'3". Yeah, damn right. 5'3". I ain't had no faith in a 5'3" till I bought this motherfucker. Or a 4'8". I hate the 4'8". The 4'8's a piece of shit. It's all he has been. I do not trust 289 cubic inches. Oh, you got a 7.2 liter? Oh, you got a 454. Oh, you got an old school. You got like a Suburban or some shit if it's a 7.2 liter. Thank you. I'm sorry I got to get rid of this Chevy, though. I want to cam this bitch. I want to Chuck Norris cam this bitch. Big ass Chuck Norris in here. I want to put a Chuck Norris in here. I want to replace the lifters. I want to replace the motherfucking the rockers. Nigga, I can show you my torque wrenches I bought just to do the job. But I have some other problems with the vehicle, so I'm finna go and sell it and get me another one. Probably another Avalanche, though. I ain't gonna lie. I like this Avalanche. I thought the 5'3" was bullshit. Now I see what the engineers was doing when they got to driving this motherfucker around the parking lot. They was like, this 5'3" fun as a motherfucker. I'm thinking about putting a turbo on. I'm thinking about putting a 6.0 heads on here and 6.0 intake. And then going to go get 2 turbos. I actually want to try turbo it. do 2 turbos. I want to twin charge it. So I want to say I want to put 2 turbos on it and a supercharger that's on a belt, and just rock this mother. I'll roll this bitch, but I don't want to fuck it up in traffic and then they tow my shit. I might be. Hey, I can't afford a Whipple. But if if this YouTube shit take off, hell yeah, I'll Whipple. I will Whipple everything I own. Fuck is you talking about? I want a Whipple supercharger since I was little. I had one before I was selling dope, but that's how I got it. You know what I mean? And I don't think I'm gonna see that type of money again unless I go back to slanging cocaine in this motherfucker. So, because I know that's not gonna happen unless it's YouTube or some shit, because this mechanic shit ain't working how I want it to. I don't miss the 5.7. Yeah, so they're gonna call me Mr. Whipple. I'm gonna tell you why I don't miss the 5.7, man. The 5.7 is durable if you leave it the fuck alone. But my problem with the 5.7 is one of the same problems I had with the 305. The 305, okay, the reason why you don't want to put no power behind the 305 because you're gonna break the main pulley. It's gonna separate from the crankshaft. You can only weld it back on once. Okay. And I always say when you get a GM, you do 350 or better because they bottom end be solid. But the 5.7s also had another flaw. Excuse me, I was burping. The 5.7s had another flaw. They had weak ass compression rings. It's the compression rings. That was my problem with the 5.7. So anytime you change your oil, you start to see them little bubbles. That's your compression rings failing. So yeah. Where is that at? The Mazik Coast. For Chevys, I love the 6.2, but my favorite motor right now is the Voodoo motor on the Mustang 350. You motherfucking right. That motor is crazy. The engineering of that shit, it's a motherfucking flat plane. It's just a motherfucking... Hold on. Car guy shit. My fault. I seen the Mini Cooper. There went off road with the camera. Hold on. And it was that rare ass yellow. You don't find that motherfucking yellow no motherfucking where. But anyway, I always wanted one of the Mini Coopers too. I always wanted to put a Corvette motor in one of them bitches. Just hit the road. I dare a motherfucker pull up on me. I roll that bitch like bend the chassis. But yeah. Anyway, back to what we was talking about. Cause like I said, I'm like a little dog. I be like, I'm on business. You know, that's how a dog is when he's sniffing. I'm on business. Squirrel! I'm always distracted by some shit. And that fucking Mini Cooper rolling past is my squirrel. My favorite car? Ooh, we talking about cars, trucks, what? I'm a car guy. I got a plethora of shit. But if I had a car to like daily every day, it'd probably be an LS Swap Beamer. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might do that on the channel. I want an LS Swap. Listen, I want an LS Swap a 318. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the one I want, an LS Swap. Yes, I want to put a big ass Vortec and a little ass 318. I would love to put an 8.1 liter in that motherfucker and just dare a motherfucker to pull up on me. I wouldn't even put the hood on it. I wouldn't put no plates on it. I'm telling you, I'll just be out here rolling. They'll be mad than the motherfucker. They'll have to swap me to get that motherfucker. I'll be like, hey, you know who I'll be like? I'll be like, dude, and I'll Whipple charge that big ass 8.1 liter. Fuck you talking about? Hey, I'll be like the nigga on Need for Speed. You know, he just pulls out in he pulls out in a souped up ass BMW GTR, and all you hear is straight cut gears while you rolling that motherfucker. That's all you're gonna hear. All you're gonna hear. I love a set of straight cut gears. Oh man. Shit. I wish. That's why I buy better tools. That's why I spend my money on tools. So I can make more money in court hire mechanic jobs, or just buy a car for cheap that's got a problem that can't nobody fix. Like, I don't know, it needs the key reprogrammed or some shit. That's the type of shit I'm looking for now in life. You know what I mean? So, and if it's inshallah, as the Muslims say, that means if it's God's will, if God be willing, I'll be able to have all that shit and share it with y'all. Hopefully, I'll be giving that shit away on the channel, because I'm not a real materialistic person, man. I got 3 motherfucking trucks. I also own 4 motherfucking motorcycles. I would love to just give this shit away. I don't have no title to my motorcycles, though. Yeah, people keep selling me shit on a false pretense. Well, I got 2 of them because the motherfucker owed me some money on a car I sold them with the title. And he died before he could pay me, so... And he offered me the motorcycles before he died, so that's kind of why I had to take his payment. Once he did die, I was like, fuck, okay. So that added 2 more motorcycles to already 2 motorcycles that I owned. So now I own 4 fucking motorcycles, which is fucking crazy. And then 1 motorcycle I was supposed to be fixing for a motherfucker. And then another motorcycle, I bought it from a guy. And then after I fixed this guy's motorcycle, he was like, he didn't want to pay me. And I'm like, nigga, you gonna pay me? He like, nah, dog, just keep the bike. What you mean keep the bike? I don't want this fucking bike. So I ended up keeping the bike. I tried leaving the bike at his house. This motherfucker, this weak ass nigga, he put the bike up in the fucking garage and protected it and was like, you coming to get your motorcycle? My wife wants you to come get your motorcycle. Nigga, it's not my motorcycle, nigga. He was like, nigga, it ain't mine, nigga. I can't have it. My mama mad at me. My grandma mad at me. My bitch mad at me. Hell, my kids mad at me. Come get this motherfucking motorcycle, man. So I ended up with that motorcycle. That's how that worked. And then another motorcycle I bought, a motherfucker wasn't done paying for it, so I confronted the guy that originally had the title with his name, and he's mad that I own the motorcycle now, so he don't want to give me the title. Even though I offered to pay him double what I told him, I'll give you $100 for the title, bro. No bullshit. And I'll pay the $25 for the title fee. So that's $125 I got to give up to get the title. But I didn't care. I was willing to go that way, but he don't want to work with me, so. Yeah, your friends like that too. Just all of a sudden just give up on some shit and dump it off on you because you, like, I'm a mechanic, so everybody feel like they can just dump their mechanical projects off on me. I don't want that shit. I got my own shit I'm dealing with. Like, I want to buy a police charger. Get ready to sell them 2 trucks. My opinion on Arab immigrants. You know what I always wonder about you Arab immigrants? Why do you always open up stores in the ghetto? Why can't you open them up in an Arab neighborhood? Just curious. And then you got the nerve to be mad at black people that you open the store up with. Like, you talk to them like shit, you treat them like shit, and then you expect them to kiss your ass. Why do you Arab immigrants do that? Why do you feel like you're so much better than the black people here? Because y'all can't whoop us. We'll beat your ass up. And that's a fact. And then it's more of us than it is to you, so it's just best for you to be polite. Do you think a black person will open up a store in Saudi Arabia, Palestine, or the Giza Strip, or Jordan, or Iran, or Iraq, and be rude to the people? Do you think that would happen? Well, y'all very rude to us. And that's my opinion on Arab immigrants. They are very rude to black people, even though you Arabs don't even realize you sand niggas are black. Sand nigga. Don't let the white skin fool you. Sand nigga. Black people come in all colors, even white. We come in so many colors. We come in a non-color. We come in a color that ain't a color. We come in white. Shit. It's even some black people they sometimes come in white. We call them albino. But make no mistake about it, you Arabs is niggas. That's why they trying to take over Palestine. Egyptians ain't black no motherfucking mo. Egyptians ain't been black for a while, Jack. But I believe it's still some black Egyptians. They just don't show us in the media. But the Egyptians ain't supposed to be there. Neither are the Somalians, neither are the Congolese, neither are the Ethiopians. You are invaders on that land. I wish y'all come the fuck back home so we can lift this curse on black people. I'm telling you, that's how we gonna lift the curse. We all gotta come back to North and South America. Just get your ass back to this land. Get the fuck off of them people land. Now, as for the black people in Europe, the black people in Britain, y'all can stay there because y'all been proven to be African. Y'all can do what the fuck y'all want to do. But the Afrocentric people, get your ass back over here. That's all you motherfuckers in Ireland. Come on. Come on. Come on. Y'all not supposed to be in cold. That's why y'all had a potato famine, because y'all black. Bring y'all ass back. And get y'all some sunlight, because y'all pasty in a motherfucker. Shit. Hey, you know who was one of my favorite wrestlers when my son was watching wrestling? King Sheamus. I don't know why, but King Sheamus was a character to me because he didn't give no fuck. He the first white guy to be like, I'm a wrestler in my drawers and I don't have no tan. He took off his motherfucking, that motherfucker looked like a walking KKK uniform. Sheamus was white than a motherfucker. Then he had like all these red freckles. And Sheamus ain't give no fuck. You had Sheamus fucked up. I have no kids. Stepdads don't count. Neither do uncles who step up in the place of your dad. They don't count either. Only the people that, you know, got the batter mixed up. I don't have no children, so I couldn't tell you about the children and their mama. Tell you about my motherfucking nieces and nephews who are all fucking help raised. I can tell you about their ass. But fuck them. They don't talk about me, so I don't talk about them. Listen, Jack, don't be giving energy to shit that don't get energy to you. All I do is return energy, and that includes not giving energy to shit that don't get me energy. The shit that gives me negative energy, I just return negative energy into it. You know what I mean? So that's my whole thing. Oh, shit. There's that Mini Cooper again. But yeah. No, I ain't. I ain't intelligent. Don't believe that shit. You believe that shit about talking to me? You believe that shit, that shit. I got a bridge I want to sell you. It's in London. Wise energy? I wouldn't say that either. My energy is not wise. I have the same energy as, well, since you asked about Arab immigrants, Issa. Yeah, my energy ain't exactly wise. Issa wasn't very wise, bro. When you look back on what Issa did, he wasn't very wise, bro. Not according to the Christian account or the Muslim account. That's why they killed him, because he couldn't get along with nobody. And he couldn't get along with nobody because nobody would follow the way his father in heaven was. So he had to go. So I'm not that wise, bro. Eventually they gonna stone me and hang me because my fucking mouth too big. You heard what Eminem said? Eventually I'm gonna be another rapper dead. Run off with the mouth of some shit I should have said. Now, I stuttered there because in my mind, it just flipped. I'm gonna be the next. See, it flipped again. I'm gonna be the next multimedia star dead for running off with the mouth of some shit I shouldn't have said. You gotta kill me. And they gonna have to come with it. Stop and read between lines. Mm-hmm. That's the only way I read, Jack. I don't read none of the print. I read the letters that's laced inside the fine print with a magnifying glass. I guess that makes me a jackass. It's crazy that rhyme. See, that's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know. I'm raw at this rhyming shit. I'm telling you, I come out rhyming like motherfucking Dr. Seuss. I'm the only motherfucker that's gonna be rhyming that probably didn't do no gay shit or ain't too rich to still talk about the hood. So that's what it is. But they don't want me in the rap game. I'm running my mouth like 50 Cent on motherfuckers. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. 50 Cent smart. That's a smart motherfucker. He waited until he got money to start running his mouth. Me, oh my mouth, well, I'm po. I'm still po, shit. So it is what it is. Yeah, right, Hungry Hondo. Hungry Hondo. I got bars like the head honcho. Coming through this bitch, I knock him out his poncho. Eat a buster up like a motherfucking nacho. Fuck you niggas talking, you know that I will not go back to being broke or back to being ignorant. Fuck you niggas, thought I'm really killing shit. Really gon' get it, bitch. Listen, bro, you don't want me to get it. You don't want me to do it. You don't want me to do it. I'm telling you. Smack is like I watch Smack. I don't watch that shit no more. That shit is too easy. It's a bunch of bitch ass niggas rhyming acapella. Put a beat on and let me see you roll this beat. If you can't roll this beat, then you trash. I don't want to hear this bitch ass shit that you wrote down. Let me tell you about this nigga. I'm gonna tell you about this nigga. And that nigga, and that nigga. I'm by myself, but I bought a trigger. Hold on. I bought a trigger that I shaved down for you niggas, and I'm about to motherfucking hit you. You about to get your motherfucking issue. Bitch, I got magazines in this motherfucker. Roll like tissue. Ooh. I be like, man, that shit trash. Them niggas is... Watching them is like watching preachers. Yeah, battle rap watered down is a bitch. Eminem fucked battle rap up. Because if you look at Eminem, he really don't freestyle. He makes some shit that he wrote down with some shit that he's freestyling at the time. And everybody think that's the way to battle rap now. You cannot come to a freestyle session with some shit that you already wrote, man. The reason it works for Eminem, because he didn't write the whole thing. You can't write the whole thing. What the fuck? These assholes keep holding these weak-ass 8 Mile battles. I don't watch battle rap. I'm good. His name's Clarence. Clarence parents got a real good marriage. That's one of the reasons I don't respect the Falcon. Like, didn't you get this by Eminem? In Avengers, I would have loved for Eminem to play Spider-Man. I would just love him to come from the Spideyverse. It just whoop Captain Falcon's ass. Get your money, Captain Falcon, but fuck your character, bro. Damn, black characters suck ass, and I'm glad y'all playing these black characters just to show the world how they do us. Even though Stan Lee said all the Marvel characters are black, all of them. But you know, we don't need to go there. We can talk about Vox Industries black guy, you know. What's his name? Speed Train or some shit? Oh, A-Train, that's his name, A-Train. Dude a trash-ass character too. But I understand that they not... I'm mad because y'all ain't got no black superheroes. Y'all ain't got no nigga superheroes. Y'all ain't got no Afro-American superheroes. And if you saying you do, it's because you don't understand the culture. That's what I'm telling you. Every single superhero is a fucking African-American. That's what I didn't like about Jax in Mortal Kombat. I don't like his African-American ass. I'm sorry, Jax is corny. Feel how you want to feel. Now, my white friends, they love Jax. They'll destroy you with Jax. And I love playing against them because I love beating Jack's African American ass. And back in the day, back when Mortal Kombat first came out, did you know the word nigga was always translated to nigga back in the 90s? So nigga and ninja was interchangeable. So every ninja in Mortal Kombat was technically a nigga. Yeah. Okay. Now you get where I'm going. See? We even had one of them niggas from the ghetto who talk white. You know, everybody has that cousin. For some reason, they talk white like this, and they be like, "What up, G? I ain't seen you in days, bro. Who has some weed?" And your friends be like, "Why he talk like he white?" And you be like, "I don't fucking know. Shit, he was born in the suburbs. My big brother's like that." Hold on, let me imitate my big brother's how he talk. He be like, when he give me advice, he be like, "You need to calm down, G. I think that you're a little hostile and you're kind of out of control. I think that if you try to control your anger more, I think that you would get further in life. But I think that you spend most of your time angry. And I don't think you should be angry." And then we pull up at McDonald's and the guy's like, "What?" He's like, excuse me. "What? Who the fuck are you talking to, motherfucker? Don't you talk to me like that? I'm not your motherfucking parent. I'll come in there and smack your ass. What do you want to do?" Like, nigga, you act like DMX all the time. You gonna tell me about my anger problem. Okay, sure. Will, you can't fight. Your name's Will. Get up out of here. When the last time you seen a guy named Will win a fight? Huh? When the last time you seen a guy named Will win a fight, huh? Tell me, Will. You can't fight, Will. Most guys named Will, you're probably creative. You're more the creative type. You're not the violent type. You're not the type to slaughter a bear in a cave. I am. But you're the type, after the bear is slaughtered, you're the type to make us a bearskin rug and paint the walls with his blood. We appreciate your kind, Will. But, Will, you're a fucking artist. You probably do good, like, running a Daily Bugle or something. That's just what it is. I'm just saying. Hey, man. My peoples. Anyway. I don't have no big advice for people. I'm not a guy you should take advice from. I live in a fucking car. I'm sorry, I live in a truck. I guess I'm the envy of guys who live in a car, because they're the envy of guys who are homeless. Like, when I was living in vehicles, I ain't gonna lie, I used to live in shit like BMWs, and it used to make all the other homeless people mad when I showed up at the homeless shelter. "You got a BMW?" Yeah, nigga, but I live in it. It's not like I'm balling, nigga. And when I started up, every light is on in that bitch. I didn't think I was gonna make it down here. I wouldn't be standing in line with you, but I just got out the car because the engine's the engine's overheating. And I don't want the police to ride past and see me just sitting in a car and be like, "Hey, what are you doing in the car?" I smell marijuana. That's their favorite move. So I just got the fuck out the car. But I'm hoping my shit starts up when I leave. So I don't have no advice. And now, I stopped living in cars and started living in trucks. The best thing about living in your car is if you get a good running car, which I plan to do. I'm gonna get a car to run better than this fucking Avalanche, believe it or not. My next vehicle is gonna be either another Avalanche or a Dodge Durango, maybe some shit like that. But anyway, the best part about living in your car is when your vehicle's running good, you can just go. And me, I like to travel, so even though I'm in Milwaukee, I get on 94 and hit Chicago. My family originally from Illinois, so the fact that we originally from Illinois, being from Chicago, Chicago native almost. Wouldn't exactly call myself a Chicago native, but living in Chicago taught me that ain't nothing far from you, Joe. And everything close, but ain't nothing far, Joe. Because everything is far, Joe. When you go to Illinois, walk into this corner store, nigga, that's a 2-mile motherfucking walk when you in the hood. For no motherfucking reason. everything is everybody right on top of each other, but everything's still so fucking far apart. Goddamn. So everything's pretty close in Wisconsin to me. So it's nothing for me to travel 50 miles. I'm used to some dumb shit like that, having to travel 50 miles to go buy a battery in Chicago. So, you know, me traveling 50 miles to go buy another vehicle is kind of a deal to me. Shit, I don't give a fuck. I'll travel 50 miles to go get another vehicle. I'm sitting in a driver's seat. Now you can tell because I'm American and the door is open to the left. That means I'm sitting on the left side of the vehicle. Steering wheels are on the left side in America. You don't believe me? Let me help you out. Oh, it won't tip forward how I want it to. Gotta take it off the stand now. What's the steering wheel? See that? See? That's the back of this motherfucking wheel. So yeah, buddy. Turn what? The steering wheel? The car ain't started. Steering wheel don't turn. And I don't like locking this steering wheel. It's an OGM. I know how to unlock it, but it takes plenty muscle to do it. You gotta grab it, hold it in a certain spot, and then turn the key. I don't want to do all that. That's how you get your key stuck. So you own an old GM, Vortec, leave that steering wheel loose. Good weed. That's my favorite type of weed. It ain't that crazy to travel 50 miles for a battery. Not in Illinois, because you want to make everything a road trip. Everybody looking for somewhere to go. And once you get a car, you the man. You got a car, Joe? You got a car? You got a car? Everybody put gas in the car. Hey, Joe, he need a battery for his car. And then everybody be on some cheap shit. So to go get the cheap battery, yeah, you go travel like 50 miles. Do I know chicken house shorty? Look like I'm in reverse. Hey, man. Gone, Joe. Don't start questioning me about the name of the restaurants in Chicago. I don't remember. Leave me alone. And I hate the way y'all give directions in Chicago. Let me tell you what's fucked up about the directions in Chicago, right? If you ask me a Chicago native, like, hey, bro, how I get the Foot Locker? You know what he gonna tell you? He gonna be like, all right, check it out, shawty. Hey, Joe, you wanna go down 490 and take 490 on to 62. And then you take 62 straight there, Joe. You can't miss it. You be like, then your GPS don't say shit about 94, 84, 62. Where's all these streets you talking about, nigga? You can actually drive down the street and then you see it on a little sign. Because they know the directions from their grandparents. And that's how old people give directions. I hate getting directions from old people. Man, they got me fucked up, bro. In Milwaukee, they be doing that shit. The old folks be like, take 894 down to 97. What the fuck is you talking about? Take Find It Like the Capitol. Damn, that's all you had to say. Find It Like the Capitol, damn. I know street names. I'm a modern day nigga. I don't know street numbers. The fuck? So yeah. That's what it is. And that's how they gonna do it. So. Don't start asking me about how to get around Chicago, okay? When I'm describing Chicago, if I talk about the bus station on Canal, for example, then that's the bus station on Canal. I think it's on Canal. Or it might be the train station on Canal. I ain't been there in a minute. But I can walk from one place to another. Make no mistake about it. I can catch a train right into Chicago. Oh man, and the worst thing about living in your motherfucking car is you live in a motherfucking car and everybody be in your motherfucking business. So the best thing is you can just leave. The worst thing is everybody in your business no matter where the fuck you go. I thought I was gonna be a physicist when I was younger. I ain't lying. I wanted to be a motherfucking physicist because I knew what a physicist knew. Well, I knew what a physicist did. I'll say that. I wanted to know what a physicist knew. That was the point of becoming a physicist. If you ask me what a physicist does, it's their job to know everything about everything. So dig that. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to know everything about everything. But I don't know everything about everything. I'm not smart enough to be a physicist, so that shit's out the window. I had other dreams though. But when I realized I wasn't gonna be a physicist, I started falling asleep in class. Shit, I was like, no need to be awake. Shit. Cause you know if you're gonna be a physicist, most physicists know this shit by first grade. By your second grade year, they know. And by my second grade year, I was like, yeah, I might be smarter than these dumb motherfuckers, but ain't no way I'm gonna be a physicist. Just put my head down and started falling asleep in class. Yeah. Oh, you know it. Got no choice but to go strong. So what's going down, everybody? What video games y'all out there playing? Watch it be nothing but RPGs pop up. You want me to say hello to Jaquan? What up, Jaquan? You watching it live? How my bald spot look to you? Cause God keep coming back, giving me fade. Call of Duty, Zombies, Street Fighter. You know, I'm really good at Call of Duty, just not at Zombies. But multiplayer, I be smoking shit. I was smoking shit so much on my big brother profile that people started coming to play zombies with him and was telling him about my behavior in the chat. Yeah. And Street Fighter, nigga, you talking to the Street Fighter man. You know how many versions of Street Fighter I own right now? Huh? I own every Street Fighter Alpha released on Switch. It ain't one I ain't got. And if you know if I got the Street Fighter Alpha, I got the rest of them old motherfuckers. It ain't one I don't got. Yeah, it's a good ass story. Good ass story. I think, you know, I can add to the story and make it better though, you know, if they just trust me with it. Nigga, where you at? Or is it, oh, I forgot you a wheel. You ain't say it like that. You was like, nigga, where you at? I'm in the ghetto. Sitting in my car, smoking pot. Talking to y'all about how I'm gonna stop smoking. Beat the, what up? No, I'm not gonna roll another blunt. This the last blunt I'm rolling, hopefully. And to make it so bad, I got more pot. But I would stop. Might as well, right? Might as well stop. I'm at the point where get your bitch ass out. I'm at the point where I don't care. So yeah, at the point where I don't care and I'm choosing not to smoke pot. I'm at the point where I don't care about smoking pot. I don't know who's fighting tonight. Jake Paul? Is that the Paul you talking about? Or who is Junior? And they say Charleston White beat up one of the Island boys. So he cracked his ass. They say they had a boxing match. I don't know why the Island boys think they can fight. Will, I'm not gonna keep saying hello to Jaquan. Okay? Be mad if you want to. Be mad if you want to. We've been on here for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, right. Everybody sub, thank you, and everybody who has sub, thank you. I really appreciate you. I love y'all. I hope y'all love me. I love y'all from the smoothest part of my bald spot. I love y'all. I want to stop smoking weed because I can. That's just it. I don't have to. I'm not like looking to improve my life or no shit like that. I just want to fucking stop smoking. So I'm subconsciously making that decision to stop fucking smoking. That's what I want to do. And I'm gonna get them super chats turned on. I'm gonna see what it takes. If it's just a button to click, I'm clicking that motherfucking button. I just might open up that Patreon like y'all was telling me to last night. Y'all really got me thinking about that. I love you too. Ahmad, Samir, Salam. Love you too, Habibi. You my boy, Habibi. Subscribe. Subscribe so you can stay my boy, Habibi. And in case they erase me, you'll be able to find me. And I start my new page. I'm trying to get the most from this YouTube channel, man. I really am. But you know what I really want from this YouTube channel? Because I ain't really started for like fame or fortune. Because I'm used to being broke, and I didn't think that was gonna change. I just explained that to y'all. You know what I mean? And it might change fucking around with social media. But what I'm saying is that I started this shit just so we can come on here and kick it. You know what I mean? It ain't nobody you can just kick it with. They want to read your tarot, or they want to be NPCs, or they just want to talk about one-sided subjects. Like, I like motorcycles, but that's not some shit that I could tune into all the time. Not saying that I can't, but ain't nobody talking about it all the time. I can sit here and talk about motorcycles all motherfucking day. Shit. Love motorcycles. I want to fix my motorcycle so motherfucking bad, but I don't have the money. Shit. Hopefully, if I start a Patreon, I can get the fucking money. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. $5 throat. Where the fuck you, bro? I'm the Mac of all Macs, bro. Don't come at me with no gay shit, nigga. Good looking, Habibi. You didn't think I'd do that, did you? Yeah. Hey, let me tell you what happened to me, right? When I first came to Milwaukee, I had this rather white accent, and I used to talk like this. So I used to talk like this. They'd be like, he talk like a white boy, beat him up. And you know, my accent slowly faded into this when I went to prison at 11. But it was going there before then. You know what I mean? So that's what it was. And I didn't really get along with black kids like that. So, you know, it wasn't until black kids discovered that I had a natural talent for fighting. And then, you know, I tried to go to the boxing center on the black side of town. They wouldn't accept me, so I had to go over there by the Mexicans. And I was always forced to kick it with the outcasts of other races, because I was an outcast of black people. So I kicked it with the outcast Asians, the outcast motherfucking Arabs, the outcast Indians. That, you know, we be all over there kicking it together in one motherfucking group. It used to happen right there on the south side of Milwaukee. You know what I mean? And as we got older, our races slowly picked us back up, so to speak. But yeah, and a lot of them niggas went on to have kids and that type of shit too. If they didn't have kids, we just ended up separated by life. I went to jail. So, yeah. Anyway, as I was fucking saying, hey, Will, ain't what you trying to do is see will I ban you. I won't. I'm not gonna ban you. Make all them little bitch ass gay comments you want. And I'm gonna just tell you this now. I'm not gonna be gay with you. So be gay by yourself. So anyway, I kicked it with a lot of the outcasts, and them was my friends. So me and the outcasts got along. So I know a lot about other cultures. And that's how I got exposed to so much foreign coochie too. So yeah. And I mean foreign as in not black, god damn it. I don't give a fuck if I met him in America. That coochie wasn't black. And I still got the hit. So yeah. And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you what it is. I thought I lost my virginity to a white bitch. Nah, because I found out the Irish are really black. I was like, fuck. Thought I had some bragging rights. Nope. You just hit one of the most mixedest black bitches on the planet. You hit a black bitch that's allergic to the sun. So anywho, it was fun though. I wouldn't take it back. Shit, black bitches wasn't giving it up. And who else is gonna let a 10-year-old get laid? Come on now. That's better than drinking fucking beer. Fuck beer. But anyway, she was fucking everybody. I was just glad I got my turn. And then she tried to lie to me because I was younger than her. Like she wasn't fucking everybody. And that's when I discovered my place. And my place is when it's my turn. Bitch, you not gonna embarrass me. So you wanna be my girlfriend on some days and not some days? How about we just be friends with benefits? Yeah, black girls be trying to be a masculine. I agree with that. I don't have time for that shit either. I deal with the black girls that ain't a masculine. A black girl talk to me like she a man. I talk to her like she a fucking man. She talk to me like she want to run that fade. Bitch, stand up. And when they be like, who taught you that? My mama. Bitch. I went to school in the ghetto. Fuck you talking about? Huh? Because let me tell you what happened. In the ghetto, them little black girls will punch you square in the fucking nose for disagreeing with them. You know what mama told me? You better start hitting them bitches back. And she beat me up. So I tell you what, I'm gonna beat you up every time you don't beat them little bitches up. You better stop letting bitches hit on you. Like, damn, you the one said no hitting girls. No hitting your damn sisters. And you better start beating them bitches up. I was like, okay. Started whooping hoes. Armed robbery. So yeah. That's what it is. And mama taught me, if that bitch get out there and swing on a man like she a man, you beat her up like she a man. And you know, I don't think my mama realized how fucking strong I was. But I did, so I never beat him up too bad. But I beat her up to let her know she got her ass whooped. Bitch, don't swing on me. A lot of people, mainly drug dealers. And yes, you can go to jail for robbing a drug dealer. But that was just an aggravating factor in the case. Me and my friends had this bike ring going, and they made it look like I was the motherfucking head leader or whatever. I was not the leader. Everybody was independently operating. So that's what it is. But yeah, I got told on about being a ringleader of a big ass bike ring. And there was aggravating factors that I sold crack and I got caught with a pistol. So yeah. And I pistol up a couple people. So prison it was. They tried to let me out on probation, but I can't do probation. I never could. So you know what I did? I violated probation and I went to the link, dog. I have not been back to the link though since 2008. Not for more than 3 weeks. But yeah, I haven't had a jail sentence since 2008, so I'm proud of myself. Regardless if ain't nobody else. You know what I mean? I was 20 last time I got sentenced. Nigga, I'm 30 motherfucking 6 now. I'll be 30 motherfucking 7 in August. Fuck you talking about, Jack? Huh? This is how we doing this. Homeless. About 2 years. About long as I own this truck. About 2 years. My first time when I went to prison, I was there for 3 years and some change. And then I got out for a year and a half. And then I went back for another year and a half. So yeah. You thought we was closer in age. Yeah. I always been mistaken for older. Listen, when I got out of jail for that year and a half, you know how many old bitches I was cracking? And they just kept getting older. It was like 30, and it was like 40, 50, 60, like bow, 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 bow. I just kept cracking old bitches. I was cracking all type of old bitches. They was buying me shit. And then I went back to Wales. But I had started cracking bitches like, I don't know, 2 months before I went back. So after, yeah, I've been out the system. 2 months after I went back, well, 2 months before I went back, I started cracking all these old bitches. So I discovered I had a talent for cracking old bitches. So I got back out at 17. Guess what I did? Guess what I went back to doing, dog? Cracking old bitches. Soon as I got that motherfucking jail hostility off me, I got right back to cracking old bitches and selling a little bit of cocaine and weed. But anyway, that's what I got back doing this shit. So anyway, my delinquent ass is fresh out. Only out for a couple months and caught another motherfucking case and caught case after case after case after case while I was 20. So 17, 18, 19, 20. I spent another 3 years in the system. So from 8, I said from 8. From because I went to the first time offender program before I went to Wales. Let me say that. So I had already been, and when I fucked up and caught them chain of robberies and was running the bike ring, I was already on a year's probation. I bullshit you not. I got my dumb ass locked up 3 days before the shit was supposed to be closed. 3 days before the shit was supposed. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what we did. We was in North Division, and it was this mini center there for the kids to play at, and they locked the doors on us for the summer, for the second year straight. So somebody decided to break in the motherfucker. And when they broke in the motherfucker, you know what I mean? I had gotten into a fight with a kid. But he was a big ass kid. But I beat him the fuck up. I broke the sink and the toilet like it was 007 fucking with this motherfucker. So we discovered you could break sinks and toilets. So next thing you know, they start smashing toilets and sinks. And then they blame me for the shit. And then that's what got me on probation at motherfucking 10. So then after I got on probation at 10 for that bullshit, fuck around at 11 and caught another piece of probation. And then got sent to Wales. And then from there, I got discharged from Wales at 17. I was only, while I was in Wales, I caught 3 years adult probation, ran concurrent with my juvenile sentence. And when you was in juvenile in Wisconsin, if you go in there at 10, they can extend you. Yeah, they can extend you till you 18. So that's how I ended up there till I was 17. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. I had got out at motherfucking 14 to 15. 03 to 04. Hold on. What up? No. Shit, I need some blunts. I need $1 myself. Same shit here, Jack. So anyway, I get out. When I went to Wales, I was there for 3.5 years. Okay. I went in at 11, youngest ever sentenced to that motherfucker, right? If you was locked up with me, Will, then you already know what was going down. I was beating niggas up. So don't start making no gay comments. So anyway, my dumb ass get out from 14 to 15 with my little year and a half. And I got out, I was still doing all kind of shit, but I wasn't really smoking weed like that. I was just I was selling weed. So I was using weed to, see, Will, what you want is an outburst. I'm not gonna give you an outburst. Let me finish this story, then I give you an outburst, because I'll make you my bitch. Anyway. And make it so bad you can be my bitch, because I ain't on none of that. But I will beat you the fuck up for playing with me. Anyway, as I was saying, so I went back in and was there from 15 to 17. So that's how that worked. He let you slide. That's what's happening. Bro, I don't have no Cash App. I'll make Will hold, you damn right, I'll make Will hold my pockets. Listen, and I don't even take food to eat it for myself, because I read the Bible and that's what they was doing. They was getting them out of Egypt. So I figured God gave me what the fuck I needed in here. So, and it actually worked out for me. That's why I'm in such great shape. Anyway, like I was saying, Nigga, I'll make you give Beat Hub your food. Nigga, I dare you tell him no, nigga. We gonna go to the hole, nigga. You gonna go to the hole with a broken nose, nigga. And I'm gonna chill out in the hole. I ain't gonna say shit to nobody. I'm gonna let the CEOs talk all that motherfucking shit. And I'm gonna get out the hole and I'm gonna beat you up again, sucker. I'm gonna beat you up till they put us on separation, nigga. Fuck you talking about. And I ain't going nowhere. I'm stationed where I'm stationed. I beat niggas up and them niggas move. I'm telling you, I beat you up, boy. So anyway, I fuck around and stayed in the goddamn system. I'm thinking about getting the Cash app. I got a Chime. That I do get. But yeah. How will we connect? I know how to set up a Patreon, though. I'm just a few clicks away. I had a Patreon. But yeah, it is what it is. Damn, my guy. Yeah, I'm a pretty fucked up guy. Anyway, as I was saying, so I pandered around the system till I was about 20, Jack. 08 was my last sentence. I have not been to prison since 08. So if you want to do the math now, 2008, 2018 was 10 years. Where we at? 2025, 6, 7, 8. We 3 years away from me being at 20 years. So 2019, 18, 17 years. Woo! 17 years not in the system. Yeah. Get up off me, system. Get up off me, system. Get up off me, system. Only thing the system got was my hairline. I'm good, though. They was trying to pull me back in. Like, come here, bitch ass nigga. They can't give me though. They can't give me though. I was thinking, it's either, I had their hand. I was like, it's either the hairline or go back there. So I let the hairline go. Because ain't nothing in the system for me but the hole. I go straight to the hole. I bullshit you not. I'm staffed to go to the hole. I'm always on administrative confinement. That's AC. That's where you go straight to the hole. The hole is your dorm. You know why I go to the hole? Because I will beat a motherfucker up. I ain't with none of that hoe ass shit. I ain't with none of that shaking me down shit either, nigga. Fuck you talking about. And I'll be good during the shakedown. That's cool. You niggas gonna do what? And all that. Okay, Cause y'all know who y'all dealing with yet. I'm gonna wait till I catch one of you niggas by yourself and I'm gonna stab the fuck out of you. And then I'm gonna just walk off like I ain't did shit. And hopefully nobody seen me so nobody can tell on me. But the same day I stab you, I'm gonna stab your boy. I'm stabbing all 3 of you niggas to shake me down. If I can catch them 2 niggas, like on their way to the chow hall, I'm on my way to the chow hall, them niggas better watch the new jack. Because you gonna think that I'm just a new jack until I stab you in the back and you collapse. I'm new probably to this jail, but not to being in jail. I'll be in jail acting like, I guess, how DMX act. I ain't playing with you bitch ass niggas. We gonna get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Don't play with me. I fight with CEOs. That's what got me my 3 years of adult probation while I was in Wales. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all that. Okay, I'm about 14, right? I had already beat up a couple staff or CEOs, whatever you want to call them. Okay. I beat up so many in Wales that I got sent to a place called Mendota. Mendota Mental Health Treatment Center is the grounds I was on. I was staffed in the Mendota Juvenile Treatment Center building. It's where they send the worst kids in the state in Wisconsin, what they used to. Anyway, I was there, but I got kicked out. Guess why? Fighting. And hell yeah, I swung on a couple of staff. They had me fucked up. And then listen, I try to pull people through the trap door. You know the trap door they feed them through? I would try to pull you through that motherfucker. So when you see them with the shield on locked up, taking inmates they food, that I'm that inmate they bring the food with the shield. And then listen, I'll still hang out the trap. That shield is no guarantee you're gonna close this trap on me. Would you spread your arm? Well, come over here, Peckerwood. Try it. I'm good at this shit. I done broke arms in a trap. I promise you. I got a lot of battery to motherfucking... Listen, it's called assault by a prisoner. when you spit on them. It's called battery by a prisoner when you do something to them. I got a lot of battery by prisoners on my record. This is why I'm on AC. I will pull your bitch ass in this trap. Listen, Hunky's genetics help them stay up out that trap because their hands be too sweaty. Their body be too sweaty. But I done got one in there. If I get you in this motherfucker, you know what I'm gonna do to your arm. They always say, what are you gonna do to my arm when you get it? I'm gonna break it. That's what I'm gonna do to your arm. I'm gonna break it. And why it's broken, I'm gonna break it again. I'm gonna break it again. I'm gonna break it again because I'm a fucking prisoner and you fucking with me. Stay the fuck out of this trap. So there you go. That's my mentality about it. And I pull your bitch ass through this trap because I done told you already. Pop this motherfucking door, you so tough. Pop this door, bitch. And when I first got to Wells, they was popping the door on me because I was only 125 pounds and 5'2". They was popping the door like, what are you gonna do with your little ass? I used to swing back, bow. Nigga, So I throw them hands on my little ass. They beat me right up. You're not big enough to beat up a white guy yet. Sit your little black ass down. That fucker blacked my eye. Then I started gaining weight in the hole and doing push-ups, diamonds every day. Set to 30 till I lost count. I was not bullshitting. My chest started getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And one day they popped the door and I took off that shit like, yeah. Boom! I hit him. His name was Pee-wee. That nigga was 6'4". I hit that motherfucker. He stumbled. When he stumbled, I came up out the trap. Nigga, I hit that nigga with an armbar kick to the armbar knee to the face. But boom! I put his head against the door at the same time. But boom! So now the staff come running down the hallway. Welch, the first person down there. Welch throw a motherfucking out hand. I already did boxing and Muay Thai boxing, pancration, karate before I got there. So when he threw the punch, I ducked. Hit him. Back up, and I knee him in the face. Boom! Lay him out. So the rest of the staff run back in the booth. I try to chase them in the booth. Welch the YC3, which is the cottage supervisor or whatever. Okay. Pee-wee a YC2. Okay. The other YC2s run in the motherfucking booth and lock theyself in. I took off running toward them. They was running toward me. But once I took off on them two motherfuckers like that, they was like, holy shit, he been working out and he done visit a different dimension. Cause he done hit this motherfucker. He hit somebody with a tiger knee. And then he just went Mike Tyson on this motherfucker and pulled a tiger knee in the middle of the combo. No, fuck that. I'm going back in here. I'm white. I don't have time for this. So they locked themselves in the booth, right? And they locked themselves in the booth. One of them was Mr. Wild with his fat ass. He was a fat, lazy motherfucker. He used to get mad and be like, excuse me! But his breath used to stink, dog. His breath used to hit. Anyway, Wild ran back in the booth. And when Wild ran back in the booth, it was a lady named Miss Cock. She ran back in the booth because she was like, fuck that, I'm a white lady. What the fuck I'm gonna do with this nigga? And then by the time I got out there, Miss Joseph was a white lady. She locked herself in the booth. So I ran back down the hallway. But I told you what Welch did. Welch took Pee-wee and ran in my room and locked the door. So now I'm beating on the door. Come out the door, bitch! Come out the door, bitch! What y'all want to do? Yeah, I'm running the hole. Niggas like, pop the doors. I'm like, they lock themselves in the booth. They're like, they about to fuck you up. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm new though, so I don't know they about to fuck me up. So I'm running around that bitch for about an hour. They disappear out the booth. I see them walking on the outside. So that's when I learned the booth lead to the outside. So now I'm still locked in this motherfucker. So check this out. Next thing I know, like 83 motherfucking football players showed up. I promise you, it was like 6 football teams, and they was all dressed in black. Them motherfuckers started flooding in that motherfucker. The supervisor Plock came out. It was so many motherfuckers there with gas masks on that this motherfucker Plock did not have no gas mask. I'm gonna tell you about Supervisor Plock. They forced him into early retirement because he was torturing kids. You don't know. This is why Wells was shut down. You can Google it. He's now school for boys. It was shut down. Okay, Plock come in there. This motherfucker coming there shaking up 2 big ass cans of gas. He like, and ain't no pins in him, so I know he about to get me. I done already seen the gas and shit, because I done been in the hole for about 3 weeks now. So anyway, Plot come in there like, oh, you ready? You think you're okay? This motherfucker pulled the trigger on the push down the button and pull back the thing. When he pulled back the motherfucking, the release, that motherfucker just like, shh. And he just threw that motherfucker. And when he threw it at me, I promise you, I ran over there by it, kick it with my foot, and I try to pry it open, but it's too late. He throwing another one at me. Then after that, this motherfucker get to throwing gas bombs. I bullshit you not. This Peckerwood threw like 5 gas bombs. Oh, man. And as I was coughing, they were running in. And I was trying to fight like it was a kung fu movie with my eyes closed. But keep in mind, I'm 12. I'm about 5 foot, maybe 2, 3. I weigh like maybe 135, 140 maybe. And tops. These grown-ass men from Wisconsin, they pushing every bit of 200 pounds. It wasn't a motherfucker in there that was under 200 pounds that I fucking seen. Shit, because I didn't see nobody. All I seen was getting my ass whooped. They beat the fuck out of me. I'm talking about they beat the dog shit out of me. They beat me up so bad that they let me stay in Vilas. And that's the minimum security. They beat the shit out of me. They beat my motherfucking ass. I'll tell you that. I didn't lose no teeth or nothing, no. I had already had this tooth missing when I went to Wales. So, anyway, I ain't had no teeth missing, but my body was hurting. I'm talking about hurting. I was hurting. They beat the dog shit out of me. I'll tell you that much. So, yeah. And every time I swung off on a staff or inmate, like I beat up a CO that works there. I might whoop his ass, okay? Because I ain't never really assaulted no women that work there. I felt no need to. I lost my tooth at school in a fire drill. I was in the bathroom taking a shit. The fire drill went off. Took off running. Banged my motherfucking tooth. There you go. And bad dentistry in the hood. On Martin Luther King Street, it's a dentist. I found out they were supposed to cap it because I was a kid. They were supposed to cap it immediately, but he left the shit open. And then it opened up a big ass cavity in my shit. So yeah. And slowly but for surely I lost a tooth. But yeah, that's what happened. But I did have it fixed twice. Actually 3 times. You want to count the grill. But I guess. Well, 6 times you want to count the grills, but 3 times recently. But I kind of had my grills when I had my partials, so same shit. I used to rock a partial. Kind of when I lost the partial was kind of when I stopped brushing my teeth because I kind of like gave up on life. But this is me in a give up state, so still 3 cars and 4 motorcycles up. I hate to see me in my motivated state. I would love to see you in my motivated state. But I'm not that motivated. But yeah, the bitch ass system ain't got me since 2008. My last case is pretty interesting too. My mom had just died. She died in 07, okay? I had by then discharged from Wales, and like I said, 08 was the last time I was sentenced. But in 07, I had got off probation and shit because I wasn't going to Mama funeral in handcuffs. And okay, my bad. Yeah, God rest her soul. But my mom wasn't perfect, so kind of got some Eminem issues with my mother. But at the same time, I don't blame her. I know more about the world. I'm mad about the way it happened, but I don't blame my mother because I love my mother. No, I can't smile, my nigga. This look like a motherfucking smile at him, nigga. Look how we smile right here, knuckle. Is you smiling, knuckle? Fuck you smiling for, knuckle. That's how I used to be in prison. I couldn't stand them niggas like that in prison. Fuck you smiling for, knuckle. Over here cracking jokes and shit, knuckle. Damn, knuckle. Ain't nothing here funny, knuckle. I'd be like, shut your bitch ass. That's get me sent to the hole too. Cause I tell them like, man, shut your bitch ass up. We laughing at you, nigga. You in here for 42 years for beating up a bitch and stealing a car. You funny, nigga. Funny ass nigga. Oh, niggas think I'm a game. Niggas think I'm a game. Niggas think I'm a game. You come to my room. Nah, nigga. You got another old ass roommate and y'all got plenty ass shit around that room. You bring your old ass to my room, nigga. Come to my room with your knife. Beat your bitch ass up. Prison helped me out a lot with my close quarter combat skills. Muay Thai, you know, helped me fight in belt and shackles. Oh man, I didn't even tell y'all that. I was cutting up in that motherfucker. That's how I got sent to Mendota, okay? And then I told y'all I got kicked out of Mendota. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. After I got kicked out of Mendota, I went to Wales. Again, there was some new staff working who wasn't respecting my gangster. And, you know, you don't respect my gangster, you gonna find out who the fuck I am. I don't play that shit, nigga. Fuck you talking to like that, Peckerwood? All right, I got something for you. Listen, you can disrespect all these little GDs in here. You ain't gonna disrespect me. When that trap door came open, I got to pulling motherfuckers through, Jack. I ain't playing with no motherfucking body. No bullshit. I'll twist your bitch ass up. So anyway, I got twisted up by one staff. He twisted me up. I ain't gonna lie. Hurt my motherfucking arm. But guess what I did? I caught his ass. I caught his ass and twisted him up. I let him go though, cause he let me go. And you know, Peckerwoods around that time wasn't that kind to me, so I kind of took it as kindness in my fucked up ass mind, even though I was like DMX. I was like, yeah, you the dog that bit the dog. Now the dog has the dog that bit the dog. How does it feel? Huh? How does it feel, son? Yeah, but I'm gonna let you go, cause you let me go. You was the dog that didn't break the dog's neck. You didn't eat the dog. You let the dog live. The dog's gonna let you live. And we gonna roll this shit together. That's what we gonna do. And we gonna eat all the other dogs that ain't big enough, that ain't strong enough. Yeah. Let's go chase some cats up a tree. It's like, wow, my nigga. Yeah, prison really had me acting like DMX. I bullshit you not. So that's what I know exactly what he mean by, I'm a jail nigga. Like, yeah, I understand. It took me a while to understand that even though I was a jail nigga, I was free. You know what I mean? And I knew that I was free because I could do what I wanted to. But I was still trapped in that prison mentality in my mind. You know what I mean? That's probably how I go in and out the outburst so easily. And that's, a lot of them is planned. So, you know, like when I'm pissed, I'm not going to be like, no, ain't none of that. What? Man, back up on my personal space. No, you're going back up on my personal space, so I'm going to clock you. I'm not a Young Thug. It ain't no, please get a part of my face. Please get the fuck out of my face. Please get the fuck out. Somebody get him the fuck out of my face. Ain't nobody got to get you the fuck out of my face. I'm a grown ass man. It's going to be Thriller and Manila in this bitch. Get in my motherfucking face. You're going to have to beat me up, Jack. I go for it, win, lose, or draw. I ain't won every fight I done been in. I done lost a couple of them motherfuckers. More than a couple. But I tell you one thing I learned, nigga. I'm a motherfucking saying. I lose a fight and I become stronger in the next fight. Because I lose a fight to you on Monday and come back and beat your ass Wednesday. So that's what it is. And I was so angry, I started beating niggas up in belt and shackles. In case y'all know what that is, that's the slave restraints. Yeah, they used to have me in handcuffs and then handcuffs my hands to my waist and then have like these handcuffs that go around your ankles with a chain that's longer than your handcuffs. Yeah, I'll get up and run across the room and beat a motherfucker up. I can run in them bitches. And anybody know me from Wales that would click on this chat would be like, yeah, that's Lil E. He was beating shit up in that room. Listen, I beat up so many niggas in belt and shackles, they chained us down. On the day I discharged, they took the chains out the room. I heard them bitches taking the chains. That's when it dawned on me. They put the chains in here because of you. You're the reason people have to be chained down. You were the guy who got up and just started attacking people in belt and shackles. They had that shit before, but you took it to a next level. You brought Muay Thai to the game. You start kneeing niggas while you were in shackles in the face. You start throwing niggas across the room in shackles and handcuffs. I was beating shit up. I was putting blood all over that motherfucker. Don't play with me. And then listen, if the staff, if the CO's come in there wrong and he come in there and try to dive at me while I'm in belt and shackles, he better make contact. He better make contact, because I tell you what, I got a few solutions for that. I will Batman flip a CO in belt and shackles. I bullshit you not. And when I Batman flip you, my goal is to drop you right on your motherfucking head with your 200-pound ass. I Batman flip a motherfucker, keep rolling, and then the next motherfucker, he can go for his tackle too. Come on with it, bitch. I will drop kick you in the top of your motherfucking head. I am extremely motherfucking violent. You better approach me with caution. Because I fight like a nigger. But yeah, they had ways of dealing with me. They had special protocols for my motherfucking ass. Don't think I was nobody special. They had black people plotting with them. But yeah, they chained us down like dogs. I was mad at the motherfucker they chained us down. And then I never caught on that they was putting extra restraints on me too. Because I used to always hit people with the elbow. It's a restraint, right? That goes around. It goes around your arm right here. And it goes around this arm. But they're strapped together. But the strap goes behind your back. So now you strap down like this. So you can't just throw bows at no motherfucker. But make no mistake about it. I'm crafty. I'll grab you, throw you into the wall. And when you come off the wall, guess what I'm going to do? Guess what I'm going to do? Bow! You're going to eat one. Coming off of that wall. Or I'll headbutt you. Bow! Yeah. Hey, they had me in a strap that they said was inhumane. I bullshit you not. The sheriff seen it was like, y'all can't use this. They been banned these. Go get them all. Staff was like, you can't do that. You don't know what he keeps elbowing people. Well, charge him. So then they start putting me, did you know they got handcuffs that don't have a chain? They got handcuffs that's just like together like this. Yeah. And they also got one more piece for the chains. They put me on this one piece. It's like this metal piece that goes over the chains. It's like this box. And then through this box, it's a loop and they put a lock on it. But they stopped doing that for me because I cut you with the lock. Yeah, I was a fucked up person back then. We would be fighting and we'll be in a tie-up and I'll take that lock and I'll grind it up your motherfucking chest. Bitch ass nigga. I'll try to lift you with that motherfucker. Be jerking back and forth. I was pretty fucked up back then. Not to mention while we tied up, if I tell you to let me go and you don't let me go, I'm gonna headbutt you. Let me go. Let me. That's what you listen. Kicking it with all them kids of mixed races. You learn one thing: don't ever headbutt a white boy. You will headbutt a white boy, and it will put you the fuck out. Don't do it. White boys got the hardest fucking. Oh my god, shit, their head is harder than the motherfucker. I know why too, because white women often drop kids. So God gave white babies harder skulls, so they could be dropped by their mother in the cave, I guess. So I guess wood ain't shit. But you don't want to collide heads with your white friends. Even playing basketball, like we both go for the rebound. If you collide heads with a white boy, he feels so bad for your black ass. I promise you, because he collide heads with you like, damn, shit. What the fuck was that? Damn. Shit. I'm gonna beat your bitch ass up. Dog, square up. Fuck you punched me for it. And they like, he didn't punch you. Y'all heads collided when y'all hit. For real? They be like, yeah, nigga, you ain't hear the sound? What? Nigga, I'm just now hearing you without yelling, nigga. This white boy headbutt the shit out of me. He be like, dude, I've been saying sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, man. And you jumped way over me, dude. And you just like slid. I didn't mean it, dude. I'm sorry, dude. White boys, they don't be meaning it. They really be sorry. But I think they instinctively know that they motherfucking head is harder than yours. They know because it's like, and they're like, oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, a black guy. Holy shit, he's holding his fucking head. You okay, buddy? So I used to tell my white friends, if you get into a fight and you get into that tussle, make sure. Listen, when I was teaching, I was living in the suburbs, and because my people originally from the suburbs, Elgin, Illinois, I had moved back, and then I got into a bar fight, and the guy was like, what style do you specialize in? And I was like, I don't specialize in any style, you know. I street fighting, if that's what you want to say. I can, you know, that's what I do. I told him about all the shit I learned. He was like, okay, how about you come work in my gym? I was like, what? He was like, yeah, work in my gym. I was like, all right. I teach these motherfuckers what I know. They got some money. They want to sign up. So the white kids is like, yeah, I'm going to sign up. I'm going to learn to fight from a black guy. I'm going to kick so much fucking ass. Fuck Taekwondo. This is my new class. I'm coming here. So that's what I was teaching them. And there was one white kid in particular. We're just going to call him Billy. So proud of Billy. Billy was a typical little scrawny ass white kid. Little. I don't know what his race was, but he had some issues. He had everything wrong with him but the glasses, right? So first thing we start working on was Billy's posture, and I started helping Billy work out and start telling Billy to eat right, and I'll be eating all that microwave shit. And I started teaching Billy how to throw hands, and Billy was getting picked on at school, right? And so I taught him a few moves. And you know what happened? Billy went to school and stood up to that long hair ass bully. And you know what? Billy won the motherfucking throwdown. And you know how Billy won the throwdown? With a simple fucking headbutt. The headbutt opened the bully up to a groin shot. And Billy took it. Billy used them big ass white feet. He kicked the shit out of that bully. They said he kicked that bully so hard that motherfucker turned purple. And after Billy kicked him and he turned purple, he reached down for his nuts again, and Billy took off on him with the greatest combo Billy could ever think of. And I'm very proud of Billy. Billy's a winner. And Billy was almost expelled, but the fact that they knew that Billy was getting picked on, they gave Billy another chance at school. And when Billy showed back up at school, guess what that guy had for Billy? Can you guess what he had for Billy? Can you just fucking guess? He bought Billy a new phone. They're friends now. Now Billy is teaching him what he learned from the black guy. And I taught Billy all the shit I learned on the streets and fighting in prison. That's what I learned. And you know what else I told Billy? Taught Billy the main thing you need in a fight. The two most important things. Condition. Confidence. You don't need nothing else. All the other moves you learn is a bonus. I promise you that. Conditioning and confidence. Because with enough conditioning, my Muay Thai won't mean shit to you. With enough conditioning. Believe what you want to believe, but that's how you win fights. If you got enough confidence to practice, nobody can fuck with you. Why you think Bruce Lee whipped so much ass? That's all conditioning. It has nothing to do with Jukido being so good. Jukido is really good, but it has nothing to do with it being that good. So that's all I'm saying. And I understand what Bruce Lee says. You take the best of what the fuck you learned and you put it all together. Bruce Lee is telling you Jukido ain't the best thing to learn. He's telling you that the best thing to learn is all of them. As many as you can. And use what works. Because I tell you what, I used to learn judo. But I stopped going to judo. You know why? Why I stopped going to judo? Because any motherfucker doing judo that's under 6 foot is doing herself a disfavor. Might as well roll another blunt. So yeah. Where I train at. I trained on the motherfucking streets, Jack. I learned Muay Thai as a kid. You could think I don't know. That's what just got dog beat up at the church playing with me, thinking I don't know Muay Thai. I know enough Muay Thai to be smashed. I know it's 2 types of Muay Thais. You got traditional Muay Thai and you got competition Muay Thai. I'm just telling you, my guy. You can say whatever you want, but I can teach you. I can teach you the basics of fucking Muay Thai. What move do you want to learn? What move do you want to learn from Muay Thai? You'd be surprised at how much Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu I know also. I know deadly shit like the scissors takedown. Boy, don't. What that? Oh! Crack him in the crack the back of his motherfucking head and everything, and the scissors takedown. Crack the back of his head and dislocate his motherfucking knee. Get it done to your motherfucking ass, boy. What move do you want to learn, bro? What move? Come on, man. Go on. Listen. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I stopped doing boxing as a kid. Because I realized boxing is useless in a street fight. You could play Super Street Fighter and figure this shit out. Now, boxing is useful against another person, opponent. He's a boxer or not that skilled with his legs. The average, I don't say the average kickboxer would destroy a boxer, but in kickboxing, they it depends on what type of kickboxing you doing. Okay, traditional kickboxing, nah. Not traditional competition kickboxing, no. But traditional just kickboxing fighting, yeah, they'll probably beat a boxer up. But they forget it's traditional boxing too. So traditional boxing, you can still throw knees. People forget that. You will get your ass kneed. It's called dirty boxing now. The juju suit. I have no idea what you're talking about. So if you want to do the usual white boy ridicule, go start in now. Start in now. Doesn't know the moves. An arm bar. What do you want to know about an arm bar? How to execute it? Because I'm gonna tell you the truth about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, bro. It's a defensive art. You can't attack people with it. How I'm gonna show you an arm bar with nobody to demonstrate on? Do you want to know the placement of the arm bar? Because your legs should be laid across his chest and neck, and his arm should be being pulled back toward your neck at that time. You should be laid across him in a T. So when you lay across him, your leg, if this is him, you lay legs across him like this, right? Now eliminate him real quick. This is his arm. His arm goes here, and you pull his fucking arm back. It's that fucking simple. First thing you learn, huh? That's the first thing you learn? They didn't start with conditioning? Because you got a terrible teacher if they didn't start with conditioning. And if they didn't start with conditioning, you're not going to even get a chance to execute this arm bar that you practice so much on. And that's the problem with some shit like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Even though I know it, or know the basics of it. Because I ain't going to lie to you. I'm not no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Nah, nigga. I'm more like a blue belt or a white belt with stripes. Probably a white belt with stripes now. Maybe. There you go. You need conditioning. And coordination is a part of conditioning. You can practice them arm bars in a fake environment if you want to, but y'all should really be rolling on the mat to get a feel for it. But even when you rolling on the mat, the problem with rolling on the mat is every fight starts in a standing up position. It's okay, we're gonna talk about the positions in the fight. First of all, it's the nooch, the neutral zone. And in the nooch, you got close quarters and far quarters. Far quarters is where like kickboxers excel at. You know what I mean? And most Muay Thai guys also. But close quarters is more like where Muay Thai kicks in at, because you got elbow strikes. A lot of Wing Chun guys can accelerate in close quarters. Okay, but when you get in a close quarter, everybody forgets 90% of fights, right, start standing up. Well, 100%, 1,000% of the fights start standing up. Fuck, unless you win like a match. But you can't avoid the grapple. That's what I'm trying to get to. How you gonna avoid the grapple? Because I done watch motherfuckers who was Taekwondo specialists get their ass wrestled down and get put in a headlock. So you gotta learn to grapple. But the point is, For you to grapple with a motherfucker, they have to be grappling with you. And the only thing you can do is counter grapple. And that's where shit like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Ninjitsu comes in. It's about counter grappling. So the point is not to get your ass put in a fucking arm bar. Even though you see all these Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys like specializing in arm bars and shit, the goal is not to get there. The goal is not to let this motherfucker grab you. And that's why Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu kind of works, but it don't. Because in a real fight, once we start rolling, I'm going to be punching you in the ribs and shit. The fuck you think this shit, you think I'm not going to bite your bitch ass? How the fuck you think this shit finna go? Shit. You gonna have to wrestle me down to twist my shit up, Jack. And when I get on top of you, do you think I'm not gonna punch you in the face? Or when you get on top of me, you think I'm not gonna punch you in the face? You think I'm not gonna punch you in the face so that I can initiate this shoulder to start to roll? Think I'm not gonna punch you in the face because the shoulder gotta roll and I gotta go this way? Fuck yeah, nigga. Fuck you talking about? I slap you twice. Ba-bow, ba-bow. Fuck is you doing? The fuck off me. I ain't saying it's impossible to get on top of me. You can. But that's why I learned Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, to keep your ass on top of me. To learn how to be the motherfucker on top. So you can start wrestling if you want to. Go ahead, grab me. Grab me and find a tussle on your motherfucking hands. That's what you gonna find, Jack. Because I ain't gonna play with you. Now, something I would also like to do is I would like to take my fighting style to the next level and broadcast it to the world. But I can't find a sparring partner. I need a sparring partner. But that's another thing about shit like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Ninjitsu. You can't really learn it without a partner. You need a partner. You need to train with somebody. I ain't really with biting a man on the nuts. But if my life depend on it, I might have to take a bite out of grind. You do what you gotta do. One of those street beefs. What's a street beef? That's where you go to somebody else's hood and see if they really, is he really from over here? What it's really like over here? You talking about that? In my generation, we called it something else. Oh, backyard fighting? Oh. I should go there. How much they pay? Because I need some cash. I'll go there just like Wolverine. Oh, shit. Will, you're a Jew? Do you feel like I'm an anti-Semite? Feel like any of my comments are anti-Semitic? I hope you don't, because everything I'm stating is fact. I never made anything up about the Jews. I didn't slander them. I just stated, you know, how I seen them, and how history has seen them, and the shit that's been wrote down. And the only thing I seen was that they was wrote down. I just stated all facts, Jack. So I don't know why the Jews would be mad at me. I just stated what the world thinks. The world's waiting for the Jews to say thank you to black people for getting their ass out in concentration camps. Ain't said nothing yet, but nigger, where's the rent? And I would love for y'all to explain that weak ass book to me. The Secret Life Between Blacks and Jews. Then when you look at all the shit that the Jewish community has done to the black community, And if you want to be like, no, those are just people interacting, I don't think so. I'm seeing a pattern here, especially in the motherfucking industry. But we're not gonna go there. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But you can't do shit and expect nobody not to say nothing. It's just what it is. And then I don't know why y'all so angry at a motherfucker for wanting to be paid more. And on top of that, I'm just one nigga with these opinions, man. Spoken like a true Jewish landlord. Only Jewish landlords show up like, hey, you got that snake in your basement? Like, what the fuck, nigga? No. No, motherfucker. No. Why not? Because my rent is $9.50. Should have been $12.50. Like, look, bro, I paid your $9.50, get up on my property, all right? This me. This me. I ain't got nothing here for you, Jack. Will said, not me. Beat Hub said, let me be your manager. Black guys don't do good with, managers, bro. So, just say that. We often end up poor till we're 80, fucking with managers. Yeah, I could do an advisor, but I'm a Leo. That's kind of pointless for me to pay an advisor. You know why? Because I don't listen to my damn self. No way I'm going to listen to you. You're going to be like, invest in Viacom. And I'm going to be like, fuck Viacom. I found a cheap purchase on some Glock stock. I'm buying Glock stock, goddammit. But that's just me. You right. You right. Because I don't even know what the fuck a Discord is. I'm old, man. I was born in the motherfucking... Oh, boy. I don't want to say this. Because the newer generation irritates me with this. I was born in the 1900s. I was born 1988. It's technically 1988. That's how I was taught to say it. But y'all say 1988 makes me sound old as fuck. And when I go online and they like, what year were you born? Like, filling out for shit online, I noticed that 88 is far. I just hit the pow. 87, 84, 80, baby shit, this motherfucker. What's happening? Yeah. That's crazy. They don't call us crack babies no more, right? Now we're millennials. We were all shocked, like, oh, I thought we were crack babies. Now we're millennials. Your parents ain't even got to smoke crack. You just a crack baby because of your generation. I think they were experimenting putting crack in the water. So they were like, they're all crack babies. They probably put crack in our Similac. Like, see how they react? Found out we was violent. They was like, no more crack, no more crack. Keep it away from them. Keep it away from them. We just gonna smoke all the rest of the crack so they can't have it. We need the crack. We need the crack. That's all boomers talk about. Crack, 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 crack. Ask your baby boomer parents, why the fuck we in Iraq? Why we go to Afghanistan? They gonna be like, they over there trying to get that yayo. They over there trying to get that yayo. Old ass nigga, they have heroin over there. Heroin is not crack. But they think that's what our U.S. government is doing with the army. Going around just mining a big ass fucking crack mine that was made by God. Like God just got a big ass mountain over there in Afghanistan. And inside that big ass mountain, he been cooking crack from motherfucking the beginning of time. The best of crack you ever want to see. Crack that ain't even white. Straight up, straight yellow butter. Crack yellow. You think my teeth yellow? Crack yellow. That's what they want. Pure yellow crack. And that's what our U.S. government is doing. Going around the world mining the crack mines. Because that's what's so important to society. Crack. That's why I don't like talking to the baby boomers. Even when them motherfuckers not crackheads or not crack dealers, they still want to talk to you about crack all day. I don't want to talk about crack. First thing they start talking about. When they get mad at somebody, first thing they bring up is some shit that got to do with crack. This is why Judge Joe Brown be like, sound like a crackhead moved me. Sound like a crackhead moved me. Sound like a crackhead moved me. It sound like you trying to link and smoke crack. That's what it sound like to me. You trying to link with them motherfuckers and smoke crack. I don't know. I don't know, Judge Joe Brown. You sound like a crackhead to me. Why would I be a crackhead and I'm a judge? That's the first thing a crackhead would say. I don't get that generation. That's the first thing they say. So that's how I feel. So I don't talk to them old niggas about politics because everything come back to crack. If you ask them why Donald Trump is in office, he's in office to push the crack. That's why he always got a suitcase. That's what he was doing in New York, selling crack. Now, apparently, that's what America does to the baby boomers. We stack up all this money to go re-up in Mexico. I'm sorry. Where do they think we get crack from? Cuba. We think we re-up in Cuba and then go get all this crack and then ship it across in a boat. And then when we get the crack here, we flip it, we cook cocaine into crack, and then we sell it all over the world. That's what we do. We don't do nothing but slang crack, according to the baby boomers. So I don't talk to the baby boomers about shit. And then when baby boomers, listen, you hear them on the news. People having shootouts every day. They be like, well, they had a shootout about crack. Like two white guys in the suburbs. This had to be about crack, maybe. And you know, anytime they say about drugs, boomers all get that same look. They be like, crack, drugs. You smoking weed? Oh, man, that's just weed. That's how you know. Oh, man, that's crystal meth bullshit, white boy bullshit. Even white boys say that. But when they talk about crack, that's why most of Dave Chappelle jokes was about crack. Think about it. Why you think Tyrone Biggums was so funny? Because of crack. They know everything about smoking crack. Bobby and Whitney was smoking crack, apparently. They found crack in Michael Jackson's system when he died. Name one baby boomer that died, they didn't find crack in their system. They all smoke crack. They said Barack Obama smoked crack, and he was born like somewhere between the 50s and 60s. I was like, yeah, probably. He was probably smoking crack. But they tried to act like they weren't smoking crack with him. All the baby boomers was passing around the crack pipe. From the superstars to our senators and congressmen, they was having one secret ass crack party. That's why the Illuminati exposed their ass. That's exactly why the secret society exposed them, because they not sacrificing humans no more. They just over there smoking crack. So now they exposing them to the world. The elites came in the Illuminati meeting, was like, what the fuck is going on, man? They showed up at Bohemian Grove. President Clinton was up there smoking crack. Oh shit! Oh shit! They're here. The elites. Oh, put your crack up. They was like, we could smell the crack from the motherfucking other side of New York, nigga. What the fuck? This is private land. Y'all own 1,500 acres. What the fuck? 63rd, you already pulled up as far as you gonna come. What's up, 63rd? And I thought y'all don't fuck with 63rd in Chicago. How you from the street that don't nobody fuck with? But we don't fuck with 63rd. They don't be playing on the west side, Joe. They out west. They out west, Joe. They ain't playing, Joe. They ain't playing, Joe. They ain't playing, Joe. That's how y'all talk in Chicago. I'ma go and throw this down and show you I ain't playing, Joe. Who got some squares? That was 63rd, wanna say. Who got some squares, Joe? Who got some squares? What's scary? That the elites running the world all might smoke crack and dress like cowboys and cowgirls? Think about it, they all do it. I don't give a fuck. If you got baby boomers in your family, I don't give a fuck if they Mexican, if they Asian, if they Indian. They all dress like cowboys for some reason, and they all smoke crack on the low. I don't know why. If they don't smoke crack, they toot cocaine, motherfucker. And they use baking soda for everything. They use baking soda to regulate their digestive system. So either way it go, if they toot cocaine, they still got baking soda in their system. So it's still kind of crack. These baby boomers all cracked up. You know they cracked up. They threw everybody in one category. They don't know the difference between a motherfucking millennial, Gen Z, or Gen X. They don't know the difference. And to make it so bad, it's 3 more generations after that. Y'all so fucking far behind. Shit's crazy. We done reset, nigga. We getting ready to push Gen Beta out here. Gen Alpha is getting old. Get the fuck out of here, bro. And they don't know what the fuck is going on. Yep, that's Corey. So what's your plan for the rest of the day? Probably going around getting high. Maybe. I might go get high. I don't too much want to plan to get high. I told you I'm trying to stop. I might take a shot. But I don't like partying when I can't supply most of the when I can't supply most of the goods, you know. I'm a Leo. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?